the friendship between you two has caused any turbulence in your own personal lives when it comes to dating or relationships outside of each other?
That's a great question. That's a really, really good question. I mean, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Well, for me, like, anytime I do talk to guys, they always do, like, try to throw jabs and bring him up.
Of course, you're going to prompt for the nigga in the picture.
They definitely don't have a say. They definitely
and
don't.
then it's this guy. It's not even like it's a soft, tender nigga. It's like,
no. They definitely don't have, like, a say, but, like, they do be trying to throw little remarks and have their little comments that I know what they're trying to imply.
Right.
But, yeah, my sister always says, like, bro, you stop promoting Nana as your friend. Like, he's just cock blocking. Like, he's like, niggas is not gonna want to talk to you. Like, you're helping him get more hoes, but he's doing the opposite for you. Like,
your sister's talking some things. I'm gonna lie to you.
And we're back. Your boy X, RPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88.
Money Midge 54X Mitch on all platforms.
And today we got some special guests in the house. Introducing Off the Muscle Media. Go ahead and introduce yourselves for the people then.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Valentine, and this is my partner,
Karen. Hey, guys.
Hi, welcome to Uncommon Sense.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. See?
Let's get some.
Yeah. So off the rip, to continue the conversation we're having off the air.
Yes, sir.
What's the dynamic here that I'm witnessing? What's going on with Off the Muscle Media?
I feel like you should explain. I always explain it. I feel like.
I mean, I always leave the room for the girl to explain.
Ladies first?
You know, I don't want to come out like I'm talking
gentleman
for her.
I always do.
I don't want to come off like I'm talking for her. I have like a little bit more of like a confrontational voice, I guess. So, you know what I'm saying?
Confront the issues ahead of us.
Yeah,
So they're partners, man.
Confront these questions.
I mean,
What's going on? What's the dynamic in Off the Muscle Media?
I mean, to be honest, we have so much like ventures that we've always like done together, even before Off the Muscle. Like, I'm a few years older than her actually. So where our initial relationship was introduced was from church. Like, both of our parents go to the same church. So like, I've known her since she was a little kid.
You guys are platonic friends, to my understanding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one where you guys are just friends, right?
Just with words, and
They met at church. It's very right.
Words in church. Let
me not use the whole church thing as too much of a layer because I stopped going to church.
I didn't expect that. So it's good that you clarified. It was very, very righteous when you started.
Yeah, I stopped going to church, but I came back years later. One time, like when I was in college playing football, like
Prodigal son, eh?
Man, I just needed a blessing real quick.
I came back one time because I just felt like I hadn't been to church for so long. I felt weird, like I grew up in church. So
And I came back the same day.
And ironically, I didn't know she stopped going to church either, but she had come back to church that one day too.
Yeah.
What, you guys left and came back same day?
Well, we didn't leave at the same time.
Okay, hold on.
But they reunited.
I know. I mean?
Yeah, I stopped going to
He knew what we were saying. He's just being crazy. Yeah.
Question what age did you leave church?
Bro,
You said you started in church from a young lad.
Yeah, from super young. I must have left church.
And Catholic or?
No, Christian. Like
Christian, okay,
Pentecostal,
got you.
So I must have left church when I was like 17, 18.
Okay, that's not even young.
Well, relatively, I'm 34.
You're almost an adult though.
Yeah.
17, 18, you're almost an adult. You spent a good portion of your child, you know?
Yeah, I was grown, but she was super young. Like, she was a baby. Like,
I stopped going because, like, my parents kind of stopped going. So, like, if they stop, like, I'm going to stop. And then I went into high school, and it was kind of, like, my choice if I wanted to come
And then, so what was the spark that got you back into the church?
I needed to do my community service hours.
Got you.
He had a brick and mortar. He used to own a gym.
Got you.
I was like, okay, let me go to his gym because I don't have to actually do too much. Like, so it's like, why
I'm going to
not?
get these hours for
Trying
free.
to get these hours.
Yeah, for the free ski.
Well, I think his question was, like, what made you even go back to church
after your hiatus?
I never even asked you that myself.
What's the hiatus? Yeah.
Why did I go back to church that day?
Because of Chantel?
No, it was just one of those days, you know?
Yeah, they call that.
She needs
Need some
Lord.
Jesus.
Let me go to church. Like, why not? I haven't
One
been in
piece
so
of Jesus,
long.
yes.
Yeah.
Things aren't going right in life. If
But on everything I love for me, like, we were just in the middle of training camp for football. I had like one break where I knew if I don't go today, I'm not going back to church for a long time. I didn't really stop church on my own accord. It was like football that took me out, but I had been wanting to not go no more. You know those ones? It's like,
I was tired of church, but
it's
football.
like you grew up in it, and then I had a good enough excuse in the eyes of my dukes to not go.
Okay.
You get that? So
Put in your church hours.
during training camp, like, I remember this day vividly because I never went back again after that one day.
Right.
So this was during training camp in my first year in university playing football. I literally just came home to check my dukes, came to church one day, she was there.
It was divine.
We ended up healing each other. She's telling me that, and mind you, we didn't even initially like get into like the community service thing like that one Sunday that I came back to church. It was just like, oh shit, Karen, say word, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
you're growing up. Like, keep doing your thing.
And he was my Sunday school teacher as
Bro,
well.
so like she's been in my life like since she was like a little kid. So for a lot of people, it's easy to look at the 26-year-old girl now and look at her as a grown woman and be thinking, bro, what kind of funny games this guy played trying to convince us that this is her dog. But bro, if somebody's been in your life actively since they were 16 years old, passively since they were 8 years old, 9 years old, like her father died, I knew about that. Like I know who her stepfather is. Like I know her mom. Like
He's
he
involved.
just literally thinks he's my dad and acts like
nah,
he's my
nah,
dad.
don't listen to all of that.
He
but
just
like,
kind of stopped very
it's
now.
techie. Like there's a lot to it. You know what I'm saying?
So off the rip, this is a platonic friendship of just two friends
yeah.
brought together under divine circumstances.
Very divine
That's what I heard.
circumstances.
Right? Got you.
Well, so I got a question though.
Talk to me, King.
So if you had a woman in your life, would you be comfortable if she had a friend like how you're a friend to her?
If I heard the context and it was anything similar to like the way we organically met each other, 100% I wouldn't have a problem with that. And that's an honest answer.
You think if we didn't have like our relationship experience, you'd still have that same answer? Because like it's easy to come
Obviously
to that
not,
conclusion
no.
now that like we know that friends, like men and women can be friends. But like if you didn't have like that our experience, you think you would say
No,
that?
for sure not. But that's why I literally started off by saying that like context matters. So like if I can get context to explain the relationship that existed before I met the person, then that context is what's gonna create my answer.
So
Like,
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. That what was I gonna say? How long have you guys been working together?
podcast wise or just in general?
Both.
Yeah, go ahead.
We kind of just really started like working together for real, like starting like last year, like we started doing a lot of stuff together. Yeah.
Got you. And then what about the podcast? How long have you guys been doing the podcast?
6 months now.
6 months?
Or
Okay.
like
Scratching
not
6
even
months,
about
yeah.
to
The
be
reason
6
I
months.
asked initially about why, like, how long you guys have been working together, because I want to know if basically if the friendship between you two has caused any turbulence in your own personal lives when it comes to dating or relationships outside of each other.
That's a great question. That's a really, really good question. I mean, you want to go first? Go ahead.
Well, for me, like anytime I do talk to guys, they always do like try to throw jabs and bring him up.
Of course,
but
you're gonna prompt for the nigga in the picture.
they definitely don't have a say. They definitely
And then
don't.
it's this guy. It's not even like it's a soft, tender nigga. It's like,
Yeah, they definitely don't have like a say, but like they do be trying to throw little remarks and have their little comments that I know what they're trying to imply.
Right.
But yeah, my sister always says like, bro, you stop promoting Nana as your friend. Like he's just cock blocking. Like he's like niggas is not gonna want to talk to you. Like you're helping him get more hoes, but he's doing the opposite for you. Like they always,
Man,
they
like, your
always say
sister's
that.
talking some things. I'm not gonna lie to you. She sounds wise.
He knows it too. Like he be anytime I go out with him, like well even by himself, but
Yeah.
like he just always gets more girls all the time. It's
well,
true.
pretty girls
Like a
attract
wing
pretty
woman,
girls.
eh?
Yeah, that's a fact.
She's a wing woman.
Kind of by accident. I'll be like, wait, you did that? I'll be like, wait.
Kinda. She's live me on one too.
By accident
She's live me on
too.
one too. She's live me on one too. I won't lie.
Yeah,
I won't
yeah.
lie. One,
Never,
two.
that didn't happen for her though.
No.
That's not how it works.
No,
Strangely enough, that's not how it
it's not
works.
realistic.
No, I know.
A
It's
man's
just-
not
it's
gonna
just
see
funny,
her
though.
around me and go out of his way to ask me to line her.
I'm definitely not gonna get more
You know what's
excited
funny?
to get
It's
close.
I went out with my homegirl one time, and me and her were friends, you know. And it's like a man saw me, and he's like, "Yo, bro, your shorty, she's bad." I'm like, "Who, her?" I'm like, he's like, "She's not yours." I'm like, "Bro, you can go." He's like, "Oh, respect." And he went right away. He went over there. So
He was waiting.
That's a sick icebreaker though, because then you're kind of fishing. Like, he might have plotted that low key, you know. Let me just throw something out there, see what happens, you know.
No, if we go out in a situation where like me and you are not there, we make it obvious. Like we'll stand in little different corners. Like I'll go around some other niggas. Like we'll just like make it obvious.
How do you like the National
Finding
Geographic?
other niggas.
No, because it's like, not that I'm looking or for anyone, but it's like, don't think I'm with him though. Like
But
I'm
is
not
that
with
hard?
him.
Yeah,
Like,
I can just imagine because
Optically,
optically, right? And then obviously the way the page presents, I'm looking at it like, yo, I'm not certain, but it looks like, you know what I mean?
But I'll tell you what though, and I'll go back to your question in a second, but like what you're talking about, like we kind of want that. Like we're okay with people think, I don't know, I don't know.
It benefits.
Bro, let's drag that shit for
No, for sure.
10 years.
But that's why I asked about the implication to the personal lives.
So here's the thing though.
Like if you had a girl, would she be as comfortable as you spending as much quality time as you do with her?
But here's the thing, how much quality time do we actually spend?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
No,
From looking at the page, it looks like a lot.
It looks like some quality.
A decent amount of quality time going
But
on.
here's
At least once a week.
at least once a week.
That's a lot.
We know that much. We know that much.
I don't even see my brethren once a week.
A lie? Holy.
You see your brethren once a
Not
week?
a lot.
No,
Once a week, a lot?
Once a week.
How often? Once a week's a lot. Think about it in your adult
At
life.
this
How
age
often do
too?
you see people once a week?
Nah, once a week is a lot.
I see like my friends like once a week. Well, I mean, yeah, for
Bro,
the most
you don't
part.
have a job, like.
Yeah.
There's certain people I used to see every
it's-
day.
No, bro,
It's
nah,
true.
Real shit. If you run a business, you
It's
do
true,
stuff,
yeah, then,
e-commerce,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
Your life is a grind full time.
You're on your
Depends.
phone. No, what I'm saying is like she doesn't have it, like wake up at 7, get
Schedule
there at
like
9.
that.
So
Yeah.
it's like you could afford to see your friends.
But the average
I
person, though,
Go ahead.
But the
they're
average
on that
person-
rigid schedule.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
they don't
saying?
get to
So
see their friends
seeing
like
your
that.
brethren
Once
after a
a week
while,
is a lot.
you might have a kid, you have a girl, and you have your own spot. You got to clean up all these things.
nah, I
You know, you
accept
see your
that.
friends less.
Would you guys be comfortable with a situation like that? Because you guys, I feel like the way you're asking and posing the question, it seems like
Nah,
that's
they're
not
just
something-
trying to
Well,
probe
I'm-
us to see our thoughts. Like,
One,
yeah, flip it
there's
back to
that.
you
I
guys,
genuinely want to know how you
Yeah,
guys think
yeah,
about
yeah,
it. But
for
since
sure,
you
for
asked
sure.
me, absolutely not. Like that's not
Yes.
happening.
Absolutely not.
That's just
What do you
not
think?
happening.
Like, why not?
No, let me ask the question on him like this. Hold on.
Go ahead.
So you have a girl, right?
Yeah.
Or she's not your girl yet. She's about to
Yeah.
be your girl. You're macking
Yeah.
it, just getting to know it's the beginning phase. And then you found out that she has a guy friend in her life who there's an obvious age difference. Maybe like
Age don't mean nothing.
No.
especially if you're a
Now,
big man or big
hold
woman.
on. Now
man,
it
a
means
big woman.
absolutely nothing, but I'm talking about the foundation of the relationship, like
Yo.
how it started. Like, just take everything into
I'm listening.
account.
Go ahead,
you know what I'm saying?
go ahead.
And you have all that same thing as what me and her got going on. You see that, and the girls basically the girl says, "Yo, at the end of the day, this is my friend, but me and you are in a relationship. We can set boundaries. We can all have a conversation. We can talk. We can try to come to some level of understanding of how I want this relationship to carry on. But this is my girl. This is my friend. So now my next question is, would you really not crack to a girl that feels like this is the person who you're supposed to be spending the rest of your life with because she has a guy in her life that not a guy that she just randomly went and grabbed him like months or years into your relationship? Like, you can track the history. Like, it's not that hard to like go back and see where we started. All you have to do is talk to her dukes. If you guys are that serious, like the girl, whoever the girl is, talk to their dukes. Talk to my dukes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just do
Crazy
whatever it
because
takes.
like
Yo,
I
listen,
really don't want to talk to your dukes.
Listen, I feel
Like the level to which I don't want to do that is so high.
listen,
It's
All right, right now, this
crazy.
is a rough crowd.
That's the talk about my house.
Here's the thing, though. I'm giving you angles to
Yeah.
essentially get you to understand that you have to decide if you want to look for the authenticity in whatever situation you got going
Me?
on. Like, I'm not like no. What I'm saying is, like me as the nigga, like I'm not what's gonna determine the strength of your relationship,
No,
whether
no,
I'm
for
in
sure.
her life or
For
not.
sure.
Like, I'm not gonna determine the
No.
strength of your
You
relationship.
can break it.
But
No.
you are going to determine my
Could I-
level of comfort.
Could I? So
I
here's
don't like being uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So here's the thing. It's not just like how I'm sort of preaching this angle. There's gonna be females that come in my life and would try to give the ultimatum that she can't be in my life.
See, I wouldn't do that to somebody though.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Ultimatums.
Whether
I'm probably
you-
gonna hurt my own self with
Here's
this.
the thing. Whether you'll do it or not, though, my thing is this. Understand the individual's life. I've never met any female come into their life and try to change who they are as a person. But at the end of the day, I will leave if you do something I'm uncomfortable with, or if you're about
Yeah.
something I'm uncomfortable with. So this hypothetical shouldn't even have to be a conversation, because in reality, if somebody's not comfortable with something, whether it's this friendship or something else, they're going to leave if they don't want to be there. This is just one of the hurdles that come in relationships.
I won't even attend in the first place.
Exactly.
And then I have to leave early. Like I just won't go.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
like
I'm with
from
you.
I
Wait, no.
see something I'm not in favor of.
Exactly.
And I know it's like it's not a small thing. This is like a fundamental thing. This is your brethren.
Yeah.
Have a good time. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
facts.
And these are things, especially if you guys are closely aligned. I'm gonna know this pretty early. I
Facts.
wouldn't even get to the
Exactly.
stage of developing all these
Exactly.
feelings. I would be like, oh, that's your brethren?
So
All right, do
That's
your
a
thing.
con for me though, because like
That's a con for you, yes.
Because a lot of guys like they're not gonna like explain this or verbalize this with their mouth. They're just gonna have it in their head like, yo, she has a nigga in her corner. I'm gonna try to get whatever I can get out of this situation. I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna go take her on these dates, whatever. I'm gonna have whatever type of relationship that I want to have. And then in the back of their head, it's like she's not, like she's unavailable.
There's
in the
a
back
level
of their
of
head.
that.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yo, you don't like as much as you want to talk about the intricacies of the dynamic in your relationship and talking about how well we know each other. Yo, men and women were pretty primal at the end of the day. You know what I'm trying to say?
Especially men.
And so it's like, yo, buddy, like. If any man that's interested in her sees that you are very near and dear and close by, you know what I mean? Like there's an array of things that'll pass through a man's head. And like one is like there's a notion of comparison, right? Like how does this person measure up to the person closely aligned to her?
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
There's the whole notion of the potential of threat prior to knowing all the intricacies of the dynamics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then say, yo, after it, like, buddy, I just don't want my woman spending more time with another man than me.
Yeah, even just proximity alone, even before we get into the details, even if I perceived that I was a superior man by whatever measure, you know what I mean? Just the proximity of this guy, I'm like, I don't really like this guy around my woman so much.
So can I ask you guys a question? Is any guy allowed to hang around your female at all? Like, is your female allowed to have any guy friend in any way, shape, or form whatsoever?
She can have acquaintances and shit, but like friends, friendship is deep to me. What you guys describe is a friendship. It's not acquaintance. I know plenty of females in the road. If I see them, it's love. We could have a conversation.
So if
I wouldn't be opposed to my woman having a similar relationship with some guy she sees. Oh, we went to school together. How are you?
Yeah.
But consistency?
Okay, so let me.
I can't really have that.
I'm with you, but let me ask you a question then. If friendship is so deep to you, and your woman says that she has that deep friendship with somebody, is it the lack of trust in yourself and the leadership you've instilled in her? Is it the lack of trust in her, or is it the lack of trust in humanity?
We've advanced way too quickly because you said my woman. She would not be my woman.
Okay, a girl you're
with a nigga right next to her. It would already be all right.
A woman you're interested
so a woman
in. Let's stay there.
I stopped being interested from that point. I'm not gonna hold you.
Well,
like
so
I told you about the comfort thing, right?
So then
I don't like to be uncomfortable. So from I see like, oh, this is your dog.
Yeah,
I'm very uncomfortable. And then now I don't feel like aligning myself with this woman anymore. So I'm just gonna have to go on with my day. You feel me? Without her.
Okay,
like,
no.
That's what it is.
Listen, that's respectable.
Because I don't want to be there trying to tell her.
A male friend, Brody.
Like, yo, he can't call after 6 and do this and trying to put parameters. I'm just bothering people at that point.
No, you're absolutely right. I agree with you.
But I think...
Yeah, I just got to know what my boundary is from the rip.
And then I think also it's important to understand that you guys don't reap the same benefits or and negatives like from the relationship. Like, obviously, you will deter men from her. Whereas you will attract women for him.
Yeah, well, I also think that like
that's just not 100% true.
That's not 100% true.
I'm not saying it's not
because there are women as well.
No, for sure.
I'm just saying same situation.
For sure.
I don't like this nonsense and this girl that he has.
In a general sense, that's correct. But if we're gonna be comparative, you're gonna reap more benefits.
So
it doesn't mean 100% of the time that's what's gonna happen. But comparative,
whenever it does work, it's in your favor.
That's a different conversation if we're being comparative.
Yeah, because you being the man that you are, you know what I mean? You carry yourself with a certain level of confidence, things like that, and then you're on the side of an attractive woman. A woman's looking at you like, this is the guy.
So funny.
Whereas a man looking at her is like, this is his woman. Like, you know, it's a different perception.
Our very first episode, sorry to cut you guys off. She explained something along this exact same line. I basically asked her a question where I was like, yo, why do you think the idea, because here's the thing, she's had multiple boyfriends in her life.
Not multiple, but
she's had boyfriends.
Now we're mentions again.
Slow down. Why are we multiplying? Just add, bro.
Here's the thing, though.
A 1, 2. Just a 1, 2.
Multiple is just 2 or more. Like, okay.
She's addition, not multiplication.
Yeah, 1, 2 is blessed. Multiple is crazy.
I want 2, right?
She's had more than one male, like, intimate relationship in her life.
For sure.
And when she's had that more than one, he tried to clip me.
You came to the wrong place, man.
I know. I see exactly what you're trying to do. Let me say something. No. Let me be real though. Whenever she is in a relationship, you don't even have to tell me twice.
It's the most respectful
I'm
thing
a
in the game.
man first. Like, I'm a man first before, like, I'm her friend. And you can ask her that, as Christ is my witness. Like, if she's in a relationship and I see even any mode of seriousness whatsoever, I remove myself.
So hold on. Let me ask.
Yes.
So before you said, so then you're acknowledging that when a relationship is present, you have to modify your behavior out of respect. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But remember though, the level of time we're spending together in this era of our life, of our lives in the last 5 months, 6 months, is based off the podcast. Do you understand? Like the podcast.
I hear you, but life is life.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
So here's the thing though. 5 months of figuring out how we're now always seeing each other once a week, it just now means that we're in a new mode of our friendship and there has to be a new method of how we navigate it. Like it's 5 months old. Not
The thing is, like, I genuinely believe how you're describing the relationship between the two of you. But there's still something in me, back to the primal thing, where it's like, yo, certain shit, I just don't like that.
Yeah, I get that, but see,
and then it's just like, there's after I've drawn that conclusion that I don't like this shit, it's got to go away.
Bro,
That's just how I am with like multiple things, not just life. Like, I don't like it, it's got to go.
Hold on. Karen was going to say something.
No, my fault, guy.
for me personally, at this stage in my life, like if you see me around anyone and you feel intimidated by it, like I'm better off with you kind of just staying away, because like I don't really want like a man that's not fully secure within himself yet. I mean, like, it's no offense. Like, I don't want a man that feels like someone can come in and take something away from him. Like, you're battling some sort of insecurities that's going to show up in other forms regardless. Like, even if it isn't between my relationship with my best friend, you know?
Let me pose one thing. So then let's say the podcast takes off, whatever you guys have to start doing. Like, would you just off the rip expect a man who you are relatively, let's say, early into dating with to be comfortable with you, let's say, taking trips with this man individually for the sake of the business, you know, podcast, whatever, right? But you guys, again, it's more allotted alone time even further.
I wouldn't expect him to be comfortable with it, because I don't think I would be like comfortable with it on the opposite end. But I wouldn't be comfortable with it. But like I said, like there will be boundaries in place. Like if you want to come on a trip with us, you can come. Like you want me to call, like you can have like say, hey, like I need this. And I already know the situation that I'm in is a bit complicated. I'm going to try to adhere to whatever standards that he has. That's a leader, right? That's not someone that's like battling insecurity. That's someone that has boundaries, that says, hey, this is what I need from you. If you can do this, we're good. If you don't, then we're not good. And that's it.
So is it not possible that I could just be opposed to something without actually feeling an insecurity?
Absolutely. And I hate a lot of the times, and she knows I hate this. I hate a lot of the times.
Yeah, because I felt like my perspective was described solely based out of an insecurity. Like, I'm not man enough to control my woman in the presence of another man.
Let him finish.
Yeah.
Versus, I simply just don't like my woman around another man. Like, for example, if I had a car, I wouldn't park it somewhere where niggas steal cars just because, like, the locks work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just because I know there's a safety system, I'm not insecure about the ability of my car to lock itself.
I like that, but
I don't like it being around niggas that take cars.
I like that example.
I just don't like that idea.
So
I don't even like them looking at my car.
Let's
You feel
say
me?
it was a guy that was 130 pounds. He's a white guy. Like, he looks like a nerd, or like...
I didn't know what was inferiority.
That was funny.
I don't know,
That just got funny.
I'm just trying to...
Trying to say everything she doesn't like.
She's trying to... No.
I'm just trying to...
Because I'm burnt black, and she said the polar opposite of
I'm just trying to say...
I got you.
She's basically saying 130 pounds because I'm some muscle or whatever, like white.
So the opposite end of this gentleman right here.
Like,
I know exactly the point she's trying to land on.
Does this apply to all men, or does this apply to a specific type of man?
No, it's all men, because like my example with the car, it's like any man has the ability to like attract a woman theoretically. You know what I mean? So maybe not you specifically, maybe not that man. Of course. But the standard would have to maintain. I'm not going to be subjective towards the man. Just like I'm going to be subjective to how well these guys are, how good these guys are at stealing cars. Like, I don't know, he's 1 for 10
Would you still be
on the last
uncomfortable?
one, but I still don't want to put my car over there.
What if I was dating him and like he's your friend? What if I was on? Sorry, what if me and him were best friends? Like, and that's your friend, and like
that's
you
even
know
worse.
him.
What are we doing?
You don't want to be friends.
Why? Hold on. What am I doing right now?
Like, what if you made?
No.
So like, you're my brother.
I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Like, what if me and him were friends?
Let me.
There's no level of trust that can be established that would make me comfortable.
Okay.
It's a man. It's a wrap. That's just what it is.
I don't think you're frameworking it like as well as you intend to, because I've seen you kind of have this argument before in a different way. That's why I think I know where she's going with this. I guess what she's trying to say is that, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, honestly. It's just what I think you're saying.
Yeah.
Like when when you're a woman and you're around like a I
Come a
guess
little
quote
closer to the
unquote
mic a little bit, yeah.
like when you're around I guess a prototypical guy, or like if a guy is around a prototypical girl, there's gonna be automatic assumptions made whether you like it or not. And unfortunately, human perception is a real thing. So if you see somebody that looks like he could do, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna explain to you that sometimes you don't understand. Men know the emotional inconsistencies of a woman. So I'm not supporting their point. I just understand where they're coming from. Men know the emotional inconsistencies of a woman, and being around the wrong man too much, where at the end of the day, there's natural problems that happen in every relationship. And a lot of those times women need quote unquote support. Being around the wrong man at the right time can cause a lot of wrong problems and everything in between. And at the end of the day, he was talking about men being primal like animals. We're very territorial. Women are territorial in an emotional way. We're territorial in the most logical and practical way possible.
Physical sense.
In the physical sense, in the hunting sense, and just the reality of life. You cannot blanket his position around being insecure. I think the mistake we make is that we don't understand how much two things can be true. Is it difficult to be with a woman that has a guy best friend that looks like he could try to do something? It's not about what you'll accept. It's about what he'll try to do and the persistence of how much he'll try to do it. And then on the other side, there's also a reality where as a leader, you're capable of being able to set the correct amount of boundaries around the situation and monitor it for a testing period. At the end of the day, in the first few months, no nigga is serious about no bitch. Let's be real. No, in the first 2 months, 3 months, you're not marrying her. It's very rare. You're just one-us and you just want the wipe down. So during that, so the trial stage. So why are we over exaggerating that trial stage? Because this guy's in the picture. There's gotta be something more to it, which is what she's trying to say. But because two things can be true, I can also accept what you're trying to say. Because I wouldn't be okay with some 6'2", 205-pound D's black nigga like chilling with my girl. I don't want that.
Talking about their besties.
Talk about their besties.
You don't want to hear that.
Now, if I somehow manage to organically bump into the context I was talking about earlier on, if you don't bump into that context because there wasn't the room for that explanation, you had every right to leave. I wouldn't trust that either. But if you organically bump into context, especially if you're from the city and you know us, bro, I've been parading this girl around on my social media, in my life, in my car, bro. I've given her a car since she was a little kid.
Yeah.
So it's
Yo,
like
niggas
I'm
don't
gonna
like
hold
that.
you
Fam.
down.
You're not making it better.
Yo, the conclusion.
You're not making it better.
How do I compete with this guy?
Yeah.
Fam,
Yo,
I'm
fam,
like-
trust me. It's
And that's
not
what-
never
that's what I'm
apart.
talking
No.
I make sure she gets from point A to point B.
That's what I'm talking
It
about.
was my beater that I gave to
Nigga,
her
yo.
as like, no, listen.
There's niggas out there without their own car.
I feel you.
You gave her a
I
car.
feel you, but here's the thing.
I want you to know how that feels in the heart.
Hey, you can't stop her from having had a friend that was a hustler since she was a little kid.
No,
But I
no,
can
no.
stop myself from
That hurt the
interacting.
niggas hard
bro.
even worse, fam.
But you
I'm
see,
not
how
gonna
you
lie.
said, you see how you said, oh, how can I compete with that? Like, that's my point. Like, you guys could, like, for me, like,
There's always
competitive.
There's
That's-
always
I
a
feel-
nature of. There's always.
Because if we
a
ask
notion-
you where you got that car from, what are you gonna say?
yeah. So my whole
You're gonna lie and say
point,
my
my whole point is
she
regardless.
was-
You're that guy I told you not to worry about.
You would tell
hooked
you would
me
say
up.
it's
Yeah, I'll tell them
Oh yeah, the
too.
nigga I'm always on the podcast.
you
I don't have that car anymore.
You guys
but-
have to remember, like,
Yo, what you know about your man will buy you a new car? So, yeah, it's not even about this. Yeah, we're strapping now.
regardless, at this stage of my life, I still believe that like any man that's willing to like participate in this type of situation has more of a secure attachment
Yeah,
style
100%,
that I
100%.
kind of want from the person that I'm with, to be honest.
No worries.
But it's definitely annoying. The
But I
cons are
still
definitely
feel you.
annoying though.
And I want you to know that. I do.
Well, okay.
I'm not stupid and unrealistic.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to state this shit from the most
It's
practical
okay
sense
if
possible.
people have their own standards. You see what I'm saying? So it's like as much as I know where I stand on the matter, I'm not gonna look at a man and be like, "Yo, buddy, you better not let her hang out with that guy." Like, what the fuck, bro?
Do what you
Like,
want. At the end of the day, humans will do
as
what
long
it is
as
they
if
want
you-
to do.
If you guys get along, that's what matters.
But I still think being objectively aware of how things present and how things are will affect you as a result of said presentation, I think that can only be of service to you.
I feel like I gave you guys that today, though. I
Yeah.
feel like I
Yeah.
acknowledge that. Like,
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
You're standing your ground on your friendship.
Yo, here's the thing, though. but here's the thing. Here's the thing, though, gangster. Here's the thing. You can't fake this for 11 years. I would have gotten
Let me
knocked
tell you how
eventually.
you're
It's like
just
this, when
not
niggas-
help.
when
Like,
niggas don't see shit, niggas don't
you're
see
just
shit, they'll
putting
be
in,
like,
I have more skin in
11
the
years.
game than you ever have.
Here's the
Like,
thing,
yo,
though.
Told that man to go
Fam,
talk to
listen
her
to me.
dukes, eh? Remember, you told that man to talk to her dukes.
Fam, here's the thing. Listen to me.
You're like, fam, a nigga will never know where his
But
dick
you
is.
put it that way, it's like,
Here's the thing. No, what I'm
Bro,
trying to say is
this guy told her to talk to her dukes.
no.
Fam, you know how much authority you need in a woman's
You
life
want
to say
to
that?
know about me? Talk to her family.
I'll fucking leave right now.
Like, I don't know. Like, if somebody
I got a
said to you, will you
reputation.
accept that? Like,
Nah, I'm a big man, fam. You're gonna go in your car that
like
you
the big,
purchase for yourself.
remember the 200
Yeah.
You know her family, fam.
this guy's
You're
handing you the
blessed.
phone. Yo, fam, linker. It's ringing. Just say hi.
I was like, listen. Do I completely?
I'm not lying. If you FaceTime my girl, we have a problem
That's
still.
so funny.
Listen,
Work calling.
This nigga on the phone, yo, fam. What?
Work calling. It's this nigga.
That's so funny.
Listen, I get where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, 100%. Just moving forward a little bit.
Yeah, let's go.
Question:
Yeah,
is there such thing as casual sex or casual dating? And at what point do things stop being casual?
In general or amongst friends?
Well, you don't have sex with
friends
you have
don't
sex with your
have
friends.
No. Slow down, guys.
No, you gotta listen to the question.
Guys. I see what you guys are doing.
No, listen to the question.
Listen. That's
See,
not a
we just-
Freudian slip. No, I heard the question. I'm gonna tell you why I said as friends or in general, because I understand what the context of this podcast is and what we're trying to generate in terms of conversation. Do you understand? It was pretty general. You didn't
No,
add
listen. Let me
anything to
hold
it.
on. Let me. Is
Exactly.
there such thing as casual sex or casual dating?
Of course.
You didn't say
I did.
casual
I did.
dating.
I did.
He did.
You're not listening.
Bro,
He did.
I wish we could rewind that.
He
I
did.
mean, it was casual
He
sex.
did.
Is there such thing as casual sex or casual dating? And at what point do things stop being casual?
It'll be out.
fault,
Yeah, I
gang.
mean, like,
No,
we
my
can
fault, gang.
review the tape
Okay,
later.
no, my fault, gang. Okay,
I'll repeat the question one more time.
Casual dating, casuals.
Is there such thing as casual sex or casual dating?
What's the
And
difference then? I don't get
You would
that.
have to defer to mention, like, you would have to.
anything casual
Yeah.
you have, any casual interaction you have with a person where you're not necessarily we're in a relationship.
Isn't casual sex casual dating?
I think
That's
you
why- I think
meant
that's why I use
or
the term
as in like you can use both
interchangeably.
terminology.
I use the
Yeah.
terms
So, yeah.
Do you
interchangeably.
So
understand
same
why I asked
subject.
that question? Is he trying to be controversial saying as friends or are you
I never
asking
said
me
I
direct-
never brought friends
No,
into the
you
equation.
didn't. I did.
Yeah.
I'm saying based on the way you phrased your question is
Right.
what made me have that
Yeah,
trigger.
no worries.
Yeah, that's all.
But let me get back
I
to the
say
question.
yes, of course.
So you think, Sohan, you believe that there is such thing as casual dating / casual sex?
Of course.
Okay. And at what point do things take a turn from casual?
I feel like if you start worrying too much, for me personally, like if you start worrying about like what he's doing too much, or you be caring about like his whereabouts or the things he's getting into, then it's like, okay, you're starting to bring some feelings into the
So
equation.
it's
like-
essentially you're saying when attachment occurs.
yeah, like when you start feeling attached, like when you feel like you need to talk to them every day as opposed to just like wanting to, like it's like you need to hear from them every day, like that kind of stuff, definitely.
When it stops being more than just sex.
So then my thing is, are feelings inevitable or is attachment inevitable after a period of time having sex and sharing yourself with somebody?
Yes.
So then at what point, like I said, like if there's a threshold of time, what point would you say, yo, you guys are no longer just casually seeing each other?
I don't know if I could put a time to it, you know, because some people can see each other on Monday and then spend like the next 3 weeks together and they can bond really quickly. But like, it just depends on like how you're interacting. Like, do you start feeling like you need to see them as opposed to wanting to see them? Do you start feeling entitled to their time and their presence? Like when you start having those feelings, then yeah, like you're definitely getting a little bit caught up in that situation for sure.
Okay. Any other takers in terms of the nature
I would
of
just assume like when it stops being just about sex and you start doing like other things like actual
Like linking without
yeah,
having
like
sex.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
if we're just having casual sex, the only time I should link you would be to have sex. Now if I'm
I
linking
feel like
you,
your question is looking for a clear distinction
Right.
between right now we're just having a good time and things are getting
Yeah.
serious.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hard to establish that, bro.
right.
I think that's a tough thing
If
because
you're linking them and not having sex, you're doing too much.
Good point.
No, let him finish.
Good point.
Go ahead.
yeah, I guess that's a good point.
What are you guys doing?
that's what I'm
Getting to
saying,
know
like-
each
But-
other?
But the
get in
thing
here for a
is,
sec,
it
now you
seems
wanna
as
chill,
if
do more.
it seems as if that stage is inevitable.
Yeah, we're just
Right,
setting.
and it could
Well, this is why
appear
I
to
asked.
somebody at a different time. You know, for one person could be a couple months. You just said it could be 3 weeks. You just spent 3 consecutive weeks together. somebody likes somebody here.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
somebody's
yeah,
not
yeah,
fucking around anymore.
Like, is it productive spending all your
21
time with
days?
someone and
And
then calling it casual? No, because like that's like we all said, like
You
it's
guys are saying the
inevitable.
same thing.
Yeah,
I'm
they
with
say
you.
didn't they say it's like the standard for forming a habit? 21 days.
Yeah, 21 days.
So what
You
would be
just been doing
considered-
this person for 21 days. They're your new habit. Like
So
you
what
guys
would
are
be
there now.
considered like casual? Like what would be like once a week? Like what would it be?
Let me hear your take.
I say for me, there's no timeline on any of these prompts or scenarios we're asking ourselves. I think it really comes down, for me, it comes down to it's either we're at the beginning phase where I just came for the wipe down versus I now see you in my life for the rest of my life. Like I see you in areas of my life. Like if I think about my youths, I think you're the mom. If I think about when I buy my crib, I think you're the one that's in it. Like if I think about my kitchen, you're the one that's in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the moment I start seeing you in key areas in my life that are going to be a part of my life for the rest of my life, then you're no longer casual.
But do you
We're
think
now in a
the person
relationship.
that's on the opposite end of the relationship is experiencing those same feelings? Like you can be in your own world where you're like, yeah, I'm just crushing it. But then like this girl is spending a lot of time with you, like giving her body up to you and doing all these things with you. Like you think she's there with you. Like at some point you're taking advantage
Great
of that
point.
situation.
Can I give you a harsh and unfortunate reality though? Because I'm the one and they're the ones that get down on their knees and say, will you marry me before you say I do? I'm essentially the one that has more of the prominent space in the evaluation phase. And so unfortunately, our trajectory of learning each other is not going to go at the same rate. That's the reason why most men will tell you their best girlfriends were the ones that liked them more than they liked her. And even on the contrary, most women will tell you their best boyfriends were the one that liked them. There's a reason why humans understand that exchange. It's because we know that our growth can never be linear together at the same time. So I'm sorry if my method of like trying to get to know you as a woman is disruptive to your timeline or whatever you feel is like a wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, as the woman,
But if it's casual, are you ever trying to get to
here's
know
the
them as a
thing,
woman?
it's always casual until it's not. I'm here to burst that bubble for you today.
Okay.
It's always casual until it's not. And so what I'm telling you is whether people consciously register this or not, there's a transition phase in the way you psychoanalyze a woman that you want to date. Do you follow me? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's a transition phase. You in the beginning, it's some bullshit. Like 99% of niggas will tell you, and if they're gonna be honest, they'll confess that. But the transition from bullshit to real shit happens for each person at a different time in different ways based on how they see the woman in front of them.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever at the same time.
Never.
All the feelings that you described having for the woman seeing her in position, she might have been feeling that way about you 6 months ago. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you
it's
rarely
just
reach
after the
that at the
first crush.
same
Time.
point.
Can
You know, that's why to even answer the question is tough, bro.
No,
because
exactly.
you think it's casual, she doesn't.
Well, that's why,
or vice versa. You see what I'm saying?
This is the whole basis of like one. First off, I don't even think there's anything casual about sex. Like you are
Exactly.
literally giving yourself you're inside another human. You're as close as you could possibly be with another person, except for emotionally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything casual about sex.
Yeah.
That being said, I also think that feelings and comfort and like the development of said, I think that is inevitable over time. I think the more you have sex with each other, like chemically, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that, you guys become more in alignment with each other. I think we can try to downplay and isolate the component of that sex has in our lives, but it's a big part to the human experience, right?
I think it's a biological thing.
Right.
Because we're here to
well.
procreate. As much as sex is nice, it's not for no reason. You're supposed to reproduce. You see what I'm saying? And I feel like most species are like practical in the way that they do things in their nature. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think you're designed to find too much conflict with the opposite sex. I think we have socialized that. You know what I mean?
Yes,
You have
I
enough
agree.
proximity with
I
this
like that.
person. You guys keep interacting and you're already having sex. You're going to start finding shit you like about them.
Yes.
Because
You know
you're
what I'm
designed to pair with somebody
Yes.
anyway. It's like putting like food in front of a dog. Like even if it's
Yeah.
not his favorite food,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
you
yeah,
eat
You're
that
consistently
shit.
having sex with somebody, you like them. Like there's nothing.
No,
just like the size.
hold on. Not entirely. We gotta slow down. We're moving a little fast. Yeah, you gotta move a little fast.
Could just like the
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I'm
You
talking-
should
I'm-
like
I'm
them.
talking for myself.
No, as a woman.
I do I have to say it like as a girl every
Yeah,
time I
yeah,
see
yeah,
it?
Yeah, because
you
there's
do.
4 niggas in here that aren't
my
represented
bad.
by your
And
statement.
also, that'll tell you the difference between us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, we have to
I
differentiate
forgot I'm the
because
only girl here.
But here's the thing, we if you take in our statements, and I'm not like trying to be like this like nigga and like getting at you, but when we talk about the girl stuff, I at least to what I've heard, I've seen everyone go out of their way to make the differentiation. Like they understand that the girls are one way and we're one way, and that's why something must be this way.
So fundamentally, we are different.
I've seen everyone acknowledge that. So yeah,
Now, distinction was important because you just said something that you believed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you said it as if like this is what's going on, and this poor nigga's like that's not what's going on.
For you,
because
like,
while you may be having the feelings in that moment, this nigga might be having a great time on Tuesdays and Thursdays only.
When I say like them, it doesn't need to be on. It just on a very basic level. It's gonna like I feel like that relationship developing is inevitable. Like your feelings developing is inevitable if you keep having sex with somebody.
What I was saying is,
I could just be like when I say like, oh, like he's charming, he's cool, he's funny, he's cool, like that kind of vibe. Like that's not any real emotions. That's fleeting, right? I mean that type of like, but that can get built upon.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, with the two people just seeing each other consistently, you are going to form some kind of a bond, but that's going to happen at different times. It's not necessarily going to be right at the same time.
Yeah, for sure.
So it might take him a little bit longer, and he's having a fun time the whole like for 6 months.
Yes.
And after about maybe 2 months for you, you're like, I'm ready to be with him. And you're thinking that you're on the same accord because you keep seeing each other regularly. But sex is a very important thing to a man.
Yes.
It's like a resource, like money almost.
Yes.
So we got to keep acquiring that shit.
So
and like women don't understand that. It's like, oh, you're disgusting. Like, bro, I'm here to spread the seed. I'm not here to fuck around.
Super
like,
practical.
we got to make more people.
You're just being
and that's
crazy.
not my. I ain't make the rules. I'm subject to them. You see what I'm saying? So if I can find access to a resource, I'm gonna keep beating that up. You know what I mean? Just if I find a way to get some quick money, I'm gonna keep doing that till it runs out. You see what I'm saying? And you're over there like, we're in love. I'm in business.
You're in love.
We're in love, and I'm in bit. That's funny. So I mentioned earlier in like in our podcast world, whatever. Like I think especially when you meet somebody for the first time, people are getting to know each other. We still live in the world, right? So you got 5 free fucks before things get a little uncasual, right? Because I think over the course, and when I mean 5 free fucks, I mean over the course, like 5 free links. You get what I'm saying? Because you guys can have sex a bunch of times in one night. That's only one fuck. You know what I'm saying? So 5 free link ups until someone's like, "Yo, what are we doing?"
Is it 5? Is that the number?
I would say 5.
That was his.
It was a rough number. It was a rough number. It literally could be 2, could be 3.
Could be 2, could be.
You know what I mean?
use 5 as a safe rule in
How
general.
you spread out that
because
5.
How you spread it out.
In my mind, after the 5,
Oh yeah.
actually, how you spread it out matters.
How you
Think about
spread it out
Think
is
That could be 5 months.
this guy knows.
Because
No,
you
it
might
could be
not-
5 weeks.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you spread it
It could
out.
be once a month, once a week.
You know what I'm saying?
Because what if it's some woman you don't see her till like the next time you go to a function, you run into her and it's
facts,
like
facts,
it's
facts,
cracking
facts,
again.
facts.
Now we're at
But then you
2.
don't see her again for a minute. Versus the person, 3 weeks straight we were seeing each other. Man, we ran it up fast. Like it's
They ran up to 5 free fucks.
It's not free no more. It's costing somebody. You know?
Trial's done. Moving forward. Everyone's good? Okay, move forward.
Straight with
I know that you guys mentioned church, especially as a fundamental, I guess, gathering point of the link up. With that being said, do you think it is important to share the same faith or religion as someone you are dating?
That's crazy. I love that question. Yeah, for sure. Like for me, I'll say where I really, really, really like found my faith by myself without like all the shit that my dukes had put inside of me as a kid was probably like 3 years ago, like 2.5 years ago, like for real. Like, and it's funny because I had this interaction like in the Dominican Republic, like on a resort type shit, like so weird. But
What was the moment, if you don't mind sharing?
it's not really something I share with the world here, so maybe I won't get too deeply into it. But I was basically talking to a girl that used to be a PI. You guys follow me?
Yeah. Working thing.
Like no,
the other end. Yeah, boss,
She's
madame.
putting them on the track.
Yeah,
like
madame.
So I'm talking to this girl, like her name's Nikki, like older woman, like she stopped, like, but the way she was talking about God and Jesus Christ and like, bro, you'd have to. I don't want to get too deep, but you would have to have been there to see like the light in her eyes and just her level of conviction and just think about how do I know what she did. So you have to understand, like I'm looking at this older woman that is an ex-PI that's telling me to give my life to Christ, and I could see her conviction and how she's speaking to me.
Hold on, can I ask you something?
Talk to me about
Was that your first time experiencing something of that nature? Because that's the final form of hoeing.
that was that's the one?
The final stage of hoeing. All hoes, when they reform, they go straight to Christ.
I thought you were asking a serious question. I got
you're
so
crazy.
locked in.
No,
Who says I'm not serious?
Listen,
How you present
Fam, it went off the
listen,
cliff,
the way he had me, I thought you were so
All
serious.
3 of us are like,
I was like, yo, say where you going with this.
No. Well, real shit. Is this the first time you've encountered somebody with that, with the notion of that?
No. But here's the thing,
They all do.
fam. She's giving the ism. Like she's not receiving it. Like she's not.
I know.
Are you
fam,
certain that she never was receiving at some point? Because I'm not alive for a lot of women that even be in that lifestyle. At some
had to
point,
work to get
they
to
were
the
the
boss.
product themselves.
She's
You
an
dig what I'm saying?
older woman.
yes.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna like that interaction is heavily responsible for the level of belief that I have in Christ till this day. So I'm
did
gonna
her job.
I'm gonna be okay with that. Like no matter, even if she's that, you know, that fake righteous shit when girls are done slanging and then now they wanna.
I think that's what
I know exactly that's what he's saying.
Final stage.
Final form.
It didn't feel like that to me.
It felt genuine.
You
Bro,
know what's crazy?
What's that?
I had a thing one time in life. Like you want to talk to back in the day. Think I'll leave you back and say, yo, hey. She came over one. I was like, oh, you want some sick followed, you know? Yo, what kind of wine? You know, bring whatever. I don't even drink too tough. Whatever you drink, you know? Yo, the thing came over and just tried to convert mans for like a solid 2 hours.
I remember that.
She
Yeah, fam.
brought wine to do that though.
Fam, I'm trying to tell you, I thought I was having myself a different kind of evening.
Yo, the man was so true.
Nice, they're off 100 packs like a lie.
I remember that day. Man.
I'm like,
And he was trying to go along with it too.
Because you're looking at the end, like we're gonna get active, you know?
I mean,
No.
I'll get down with some of this.
yeah, it was crazy. No, I
Nah, but
I'll
with
play
this
the
nigga-
I think a lot of like that whole like I think a lot of that is performative.
Me too.
But I do feel like, you know, God says like he's closest to like the brokenhearted. So like the way I would like define that is like people that have been through things,
Yeah.
they have a different perspective. So they're closer to God, they hear him differently, they feel him differently, they seek for him differently. So while like it is performative, a lot of girls do try to like resort to the Christianity or trying to be Muslim after they
Yeah, you know what it is too? Even what you're saying with how like, oh, it hits with differently. It's because, yo, you spend so long straying away. You wanted to be a little piece of righteousness. Now it's hitting like, oh, everyone needs to hop on this. Like, bitch, we didn't spend all our time selling ass.
To me, too, it's a bit of desperation.
Yeah.
Right? Because you see a similar trend with people that used to be on drugs, people that went to prison, people that found themselves in very desperate positions, and the only thing they could call upon was God. That's how they perceive things.
They're trying to. They're just people are just trying to find peace. Like you know?
But that's where the performative nature comes into it a bit, because it's like they're trying to recreate themselves through this image, and then they're trying to convince other people that they are as righteous as they say. So they're constantly like, yeah, hey, why don't you come to church and this?
If it's not real, it'll show. If it's real, you'll see it. Like it's not gonna last.
So I believe that your experience could have been genuine, but I also have encounred what he's describing.
I'm
like,
just
these
skeptical
people
of
are
everything.
full of shit.
No. I completely accept and feel that, but it's like you kind of just had to have been there. And what I will say is, let's, even though this conversation is super on point, let's not use this conversation though as a way of like creating a jail cells around the possibility of people reinventing themselves.
No, that's not what I was trying to say.
But what I'm saying is like these conversations oftentimes will make somebody reluctant to even pursue the journey of reinventing themselves, because as they're not stupid, they know that it comes with this perceived judgment.
Yeah,
they understand that. So for me, if anybody makes the right choice above that, I'm gonna give your new energy like a chance until I know it's some bullshit otherwise.
Yeah, 100%.
Whereas in the case of this lady that was from Atlanta that I saw, what really caught my attention is, in a lot of ways, this lady is just like me, but she's telling me about Jesus Christ. Like in a lot of ways, this lady is just older than me. And I, like, mind you, like, she's not attractive. Like, she was like sorry, but like, she's like a big thing. Like I wasn't trying to holler.
Apologize.
Nah, cause I don't know where this is gonna go. Like, you know, it's 2026. Like, I don't want no smoke for you guys.
Moment. He wants to make sure it's blessed.
It's like I don't want no smoke for you guys. I don't want no smoke for me. You know. Anyways, but it's like.
We offend people.
There was
smoke show over here. I'm not lying to you.
They want all the smoke. But it's like, yo, there was no motivation to feel that way except through a divine spiritual moment that I felt deeply inside of me. Like I had no motivation.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
I believe people could do anything.
Yeah, fam.
Like I'm not like a pessimistic person.
Yeah, fam.
So, and also like I like the idea of like, yo, shit went wrong, but you fixed it back. Like I'm not a hater. You see what I'm saying?
fam.
I'm just aware.
Yeah.
So many people are performing and just lying to my face.
Yeah, I feel that.
And you know, and so it's like I'm just bringing light to it. Like, yo, some of these people use these tropes to hide what they're really
feel
dealing
that.
with. You know what I mean?
that.
And
You're right.
I don't appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
But I still believe that people can genuinely change from where they were.
You're
Me too.
You're right.
I have another question.
Talk to me, brother.
Is it better to date someone who has a lot of options but chooses you, or someone who doesn't have many options but is loyal by default?
No, someone that has a lot that chooses you for sure. I would choose that. To be
I
honest.
would choose that every day. Yeah, but it comes with a lot of fucking it comes with a lot of expectations, and it comes with a lot of like unsureness because you're not able to take advantage of like a weaker person's insecurities.
Right.
But first one.
So then, madam, go ahead before I
I
hit the
agree,
first.
I
Okay,
agree.
everyone agrees. Is a woman having a lot of options different than a man having a lot of options in this perceived scenario?
Of course.
Of course.
Okay, and then who explain the difference?
Well, it just
I
depends.
like how you I like how you guys set up this whole
It, just,
thing.
it really depends on the type. It really depends on the type.
Hold on
of-
for a second. Who carries the program?
Everyone has their own individual topics. So he
No,
just
but
runs
like
it.
who carries the skeleton?
Oh, like I kind of just run through the whole, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah. Okay.
I think
sorry,
it just
go ahead.
depends on the type of like woman that you are. Like if you're just trying to live a square life, like that's not that much of an advantage. But if you're just like, like getting money off
Like an
these
outside
niggas,
girl.
like you're getting flown
Nightcrawler.
out,
That's
and you're
still not an advantage.
It's an advantage if you, because look, at the end of the day, the only thing that inhibits women from exercising their options is this idea that people are looking down on them.
Shame.
So it's like, so once you don't care about that, you're literally in the same realm as men. You're benefiting off other men. Like there's a benefit.
Can I
Just
contradict
be
you,
shameless
though?
and you'll be fine.
Can I
Don't worry.
contradict you
It's
though?
hard to be shameless.
If in that same space, because basically what you're describing is like square hoeing. You're basically describing square hoism. No, that is what she's
I
describing.
like where you're going with it. Continue.
Keep cooking.
What I will say is this: whether it's like square hoeing or you're hoeing like sincerely, like you're acknowledging it and you're saying,
Sincerely, I like
Yeah.
that description.
and you're saying I'm a hoe, regardless of whether it is
into the mic.
exclusivity and being perceived as a woman that men can't touch garners you a lot more money than being hyper exposed. So even in that bullshit world, even they know the value of a woman not having as much options as a man does. Why a man gets more value in having options is because we are already preconditioned by all humans. All humans have accepted that we're hunters. And that is just what it is. So when you have options, it shows that you could have chose anything you wanted to hunt, but you chose this. And that it's just inevitable that a man has more benefit from options, and a man essentially will always have more options. And if a girl has more options, it's a liability. Like, that's just a
It's
fact.
kind of like a sport. Like if you
like
look
we
at
don't
it,
even water
if you
that
look at it like a
options.
goalie, for example, like a nigga got to shoot his shot to score. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
A woman letting the shots in, you're not really
Yeah,
scoring, you're just
yeah.
letting things in. It's like, yo, buddy,
Perfect.
you don't want a goalie who's letting on
Protect
balls
the
in.
net.
Yeah, you got different positions to play.
Stop
realistically.
running like every soccer player can score.
I think that's a confusion though. I feel like it's been popularized for women to entertain the options, because I think it's inevitable that you have options as a woman. Even an average woman is attractive to pretty much every average guy.
Of course.
Right? So you guys come pre-packaged with options. But how you go about exercising and navigating that, I think it's been misconstrued. I think women have been encouraged to be more promiscuous and exploit men for
facts,
finances.
I think women are more promiscuous than men think. Like,
No,
like
yes.
I said, the
Oh,
thing.
no, Karen, we know.
That's not a dispute.
I swear to God,
yeah.
we're not.
That's not a
like,
but
we're
what
not
I'm saying is
fam.
you guys are being encouraged to do so.
Yeah, you guys are almost celebrated for the behavior.
No,
Yeah.
they're just stop pretending. Like they're just not pretending
She's
no more.
right. She's ultimately right. What it is that girls went from that fake demure, I hide my behavior behind closed doors, and they went straight to that Carisha, City Girls, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. Like I show whatever.
But those
it
are
is.
two extremes. So I think we can accept that you guys probably use your vagina more than you advertise. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like
Absolutely.
niggas already be assuming
we
that
know
shit.
that.
To be
Yeah.
fair, what I'm stating is you're being encouraged now. Now there's an additional push. There's not just being honest.
Yeah.
There's also, hey, I don't think you have a problem with your man? Leave him. He doesn't have enough money?
Yes.
Don't talk to him.
Yes.
Only talk to niggas that give you money. You have
Yes.
sex? Make sure you get money.
Yes.
Like, bro, what is this?
Women's
It's
rights.
encouraged
Social media
prostitution.
definitely promotes a lot of things that they shouldn't be promoting.
But the thing is, you guys are having your way from a structural level and from a social level. Because when you look at divorce court, family court, You look at
benefits all the women.
Custody trials. Everything even welfare is designed to benefit women and children.
So hold on, question. Aside note, are you into conspiracies at all? Like the whole fundamental breakdown or the dismantling of the family structure through feminism and all that?
That's not conspiracy though. Why would you call that conspiracy?
People on the internet say, well, you can't prove
that's not conspiracy.
Right. But I do believe I genuinely believe that like feminism and a lot of the ways we see on social media, whatnot, are put in place to dismantle us from being together, right?
Yes.
We encourage women to embrace their independence and stray away from wanting to be a mother, wanting to be a partner, wanting to do a bunch of things under the false benefits that your life will be so much more fulfilled with all this money and travel, for example. You know
after 30 years, women have quickly, or not even 30, the last 20, women have quickly
This is the most oppressed generation of women we've ever had, with the least amount of relationship, the most amount of unwed women, and then the least amount of childbearing women.
Yes. But here's the thing though. Even though like the idea of women being the most depressed they've ever been is so obvious and it tells the whole point of what you're trying to make, women be needing to like think about when you're dealing with your shawty, like it's like when you're dealing with like your youth or something and they want to go touch the stove and you're just like, yo bro, I know this is gonna burn you, do not touch the stove, but then you still have to maybe let them touch it once so they really realize how hot it is. Like I'm not trying to like downplay or like be disrespectful towards women and compare them to a child, but the reality is when you're actually really invested in your woman for real, it feels like your oldest daughter or something.
Yo, you're not. You know what's funny? Okay, wait, hold on for a second. Do you agree with what he's saying?
I don't know.
Like, have you? Okay, have you ever?
I'm not gonna lie. You may not have agreed, but you definitely helped. You know, you definitely supported his point. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'm a kid. Maybe I'm not. I don't know.
Yeah. Exactly. Go on.
No. I was gonna like. I've been in that scenario where I have felt like, holy, I'm doing a lot of instructing right now, or a lot of like coach, like. I don't like the word parenting, but like,
kind of.
But I've had women tell me that they like to be in my presence and be able to just turn their brain off.
Yes.
I've never said that to somebody.
Yeah, how can you say that?
But that's the difference. You get what I'm trying to say? And that's the equivalent to maybe being a child. Because what does a child do? They just get in the car and go for the ride.
And he's not lying, because I swear to God on everything I love, that verbatim, I've had that at least 6 to 10 times in my life.
That's their soft girl era.
Yeah,
that's what they
I swear
want.
to God.
No.
These aren't my quotes.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So the fact that you're saying that like verbatim, like no, I mean verbatim.
Yeah, the word.
And so it's like, yo, it's crazy. Like I can't imagine in a million years like me saying that to a girl. Like,
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
But they keep trying to make us seem like we're supposed to be the same.
I love being around you guys. I get to turn my brain off.
We're gonna get there. I have one more question before we go into the whiteboard segment. You guys ready?
All right, man, let's do it, bro.
In 2026, is dating more about building a life together or negotiating the benefits?
In 2026?
Yeah.
Are we talking about realistic or like the hope?
I mean,
what it looks like.
Well, give both.
Because I feel like realistically is the second one is benefits.
Yeah, all right.
Like that's the dating pool in 2026. Like that's just what it is. Like everybody's concerned about what you can do for me. Men are over harping this idea of what can you bring to the table. Women are over harping this idea of what does a man provide to my life to make my life easier, because they seem to be in this delusional state that paying 100% of their bills alone is much better than paying 50% of it with someone else. Retarded, but okay. That's the reality. That's the reality side of things. The hope is that we start believing and valuing each other, because in the end, when it's all said and done, when you strip everything away from everyone, take the stupid watch off, take all this dumb shit off, it's just your human body and soul. When it's all said and done. And that's not no cliche bullshit. That's not me just trying to be like, just trying to be zen and say the right thing. Like, it's real life. When here's the thing, and you could only have this perspective if you've won really big before, lost even bigger than you won, and then by the grace of God found your way to come back up wherever you're going now. That's where that's why she wouldn't even know how to have the type of passion I'm speaking from when I say that this shit is really fleeting. It comes and it goes, but at the end of the day, human contact is forever. And I'll say this last thing. I hate to take up the moment, my fault. I'll say this last thing, like even with AI getting so big and shit, to the people that are listening, free game. Open a business that involves dealing with humans, talking to humans, caring for a human, like walking, start like a old people's walk company, like be a human servicer. And someone on your channel, if they see this part, is gonna holler at you guys in 5 years and say, holy fuck, this guy was a super free game with what he gave me with that pocket. And I thought about that because, back to your original question, human contact is about to be so undervalued, but in reality, it's literally the most important thing that keeps all of us going and makes anything make sense for all of us.
To answer that question for me, I think so far as people are living in this world where they're like holding on to their desires and the things that benefit them, both men and women, you're just always going to have dynamics where it's transactional relationships. Like if people don't know how to say, you know what, even though I want this, this is not beneficial to a relationship with someone. If people are doing that on both ends, then yes, people can come together. But so far as people want to kind of have somebody but do their own thing, have someone but be chasing money, have someone but doing this, you're just never going to have like a real relationship. Like relationships are always going to be transactional. People are always going to wonder, well, what are you going to do for me? Because they're trying to have the upper hand in the situation, because at the end of the day, everyone's kind of doing shit that benefits themselves and they're not really like prioritizing like the growth of the actual relationship.
Is there anything that you would attribute to why this is the way it is in terms of whether it's social factors or societal factors, economic factors, as to why like the scape of dating is the way it is right now?
We're all selfish. Like women have their standards.
Well, we've been selfish since the beginning of time. So tell him what is something else. Like, or sorry, my fault, gang. I feel like I took your
Yeah, you just I lost my train of thought.
We were talking about we're all selfish. You said we're all selfish when you asked why is it the way that it is in this day and age.
You just can't be a selfish person and be trying to be with anybody. Like, so it's like if you know that you have some selfish tendencies, you just need to shut up when it comes to talking about relationships. That's how I think. Like, if you're not going into a relationship trying to give it your all and like work on your flaws, build your character, then it's like you shouldn't actually be trying to come into union with anybody at all. Like everyone's asking the wrong questions. Like nobody's actually trying to be a better person. Everyone's just talking about, oh, bitches are this, niggas is this. Who are you? And what makes you a good person to be with? Like that's what people need to focus on rather than trying to point fingers and saying, oh, this person's this person's that.
I respect that.
Would you attribute, or can you guys identify any like social factors or phenomena as to why this dating landscape is the way it is right now?
I would say probably like feminism thing, like the new wave, I guess, because I think initially they just wanted equal rights, which is fair. I don't have a problem with that. But the encouragement of women to separate themselves from men on social media, I think, is one of the more significant issues. Because you do have the red pill stuff, but that's come as like a response, and then largely those are like a lot of guys who are not getting access to women, and they're upset about it. Whereas women have chosen to separate themselves from men. You see, so like as much as they both may have negative things to say, the women are more in favor of let's get away from these guys, whereas men are like, yo, why are you leaving me? What happened?
Really? That's what you guys are wondering? Like, why?
I'm saying that's a sentiment. It's not an actual question, but like that's how we're feeling. Like even when men express objections to some of the talking points, we're still speaking in favor of trying to get with you guys.
Yes.
Whereas you guys are always speaking in favor of getting away from us.
Yes.
And it's like,
we feel like it's a curse to still want to like you guys. Like fuck. Like why do we like niggas? Like,
we still prioritize having a family and kids,
of course,
and making enough money to take care of them and shit. Yeah. Women are like, let me get enough money to get away from this nigga.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's an entirely different concept. And so I'd have to say like that's for me the biggest reason.
I would say, cuz go ahead. You have anything to add?
I would just say it was like social media and just like past trauma.
I also think, me personally, I think the notion of survival in this society. So like, I think the economic state that we're in right now, I think the price of living and the way we survive as individuals attributes to the way we socialize and the way we date as well. So like when I think about, for example, relationships of the past, like my grandparents immigrating from Trinidad to Canada. They say there are a lot of people who immigrated to Canada, first generation Canadians. A lot of people stayed together and had their family on the basis of survive. We need each other in order to survive in this land. Now that boom, you're second generation, third generation in now, and the price of living is so goddamn high. We don't necessarily date for the basis of survival anymore. You try to survive and build yourself up first, and then you date as a luxury after the fact.
Yeah.
That's just kind of what I've noticed.
That's true. That.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, we're moving on to the whiteboard segment. I'm going to say a variety of different scenarios, and I need you guys to write on the board whether or not you agree or disagree. Please draw for a marker on the thing. And then,
please.
Gotcha.
Please test out your marker before I even start the questioning, because if your marker doesn't work, draw for another marker and make sure it works to some extent. And if your marker is kind of dying and they're all kind of dying, just write A or D or some kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Regardless, after I will be saying a question.
I believe you check mark and an X.
That's fine. Whatever word. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Something that signifies agreements and disagreements. After the fact, I will be going around the room as I choose to and I will ask you guys the reason for your choice after the fact if I feel ever so inclined.
Okay, that's so bad. So after this,
I feel like I'm always gonna have the
done?
opposite
That's at the
answer
end here?
from
Like the
everyone
pod?
else because his voice.
Yeah, So you guys ready? So I'm gonna say a question. Write down your answer. Do a count like 3, 2, 1. Boom. We're gonna do a board reveal. You guys ready for that?
And write
big and legibly, faces to the camera, so the people at them on YouTube and on home can identify what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. First sentiment, or first question, or first sentence. People are less marriage-minded today, and it is having a negative impact on today's society. Agree or disagree?
Maybe,
Hold on.
Maybe I'll just write these down.
And if you write neat. 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera, everyone.
This is so ugly.
Okay, well, we have one disagree. Cuz, why do you disagree with the sentiment?
I don't know. Just most of the people I've spoken to, they still want to get married. Like, they still believe in, like, having a family and stuff. Like, they haven't given up entirely on everything on life. So
how old are you, broski, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 38.
Okay, so you're on the cusp of being between like my age group and like the people in their 40s, and so like you like the 40s guys and plus they haven't like they didn't submerge into this new generation's like fuckery and nonsense because they're still kind of part of like the older generation, whereas like my generation is like in between. I'm 34, I'm a 92 baby, and then everything going down from there, it went downhill and downhill and downhill to a point where there's now like a new framework of thinking, like when it comes to like the dating pool, and I feel like it's kind of trickled into everyone regardless of age at this point. You know what?
Like, I feel like the pendulum switched for certain generations, because I've seen it. There's certain generations that were impacted by heavily, and then I've seen it also on the recourse where it's like my sisters, they're like 18 years old, but they're like, I don't want to do what the fucking generation before me is doing.
I knew that was gonna happen. I don't know anyone that young.
No, the pendulum shifts.
No, I believe you, but I'm saying I knew, like I was never able to like talk to someone that young to actually get the verification that things have no choice but to
100%.
shift back to what it used to be before. That's good.
Get ready for the next question, guys.
Talk to me.
When in a relationship, both parties should have access to their partner's phone. Agree or disagree?
Like access, like
you can go through yes, that is access. Passwords, no hiding. Transparency.
Don't change your answer.
No, I'm not changing it.
3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera. We have an X. We have an agree. Oh, we have 2 disagrees and okay. I'm gonna start with you. You're the first disagree. Why do you disagree that partners should not have access to each other's phones?
I feel like there's just a lot of things that people talk about, like even if it's just like with your family or your friends. Like I just feel like you just need to like.
I didn't think about that part, but that's not that big.
There's just some like other things that's not always like niggas in your phone and stuff like that. Like I get that. Like,
so you think the communication you have with your family should be a deterrent for the accessibility?
I wouldn't say communication, but I don't know. Like I have friends, like I have family. Like I'm also protecting other people's privacy. Like if I have someone that's like allowed to come through my phone, that means like the things that people are sharing with me and confiding with me isn't safe. But I don't think that like you should be weird with your phone like around your partner, whereas like you're doing shit like you're just doing weird shit. Like I don't think like you should be doing that. But yeah, I don't really think like you should be going through phones.
Now, situations like this is like I look at it like I don't think like if a partner asks me to use my phone, like sure.
That's where I was.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sure. I don't think you should just go through it because I gave you that privilege.
No better answer than that.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I put agree. Bro, can I touch on what you just said a little bit, bro? My fault.
No, go ahead.
Don't abuse the freedom I give you if you want to be in a relationship with me. Like, you have the room to go on my phone if you are taking the phone out of my hand. But the truth is, if you're not doing what you're doing from a malicious standpoint and you actually just want the clarity of knowing whatever it is you want to find in the phone, why are you sneaking? Why don't you just take it out of my hand?
Always ask.
Do you get what I'm saying? Just take it out of my hand and look in my face. I'm not going to say no because that's the part where I agree. I do believe a woman should have that ability to like be able to have that with you. But take advantage of the freedom I give you.
Yeah.
Any quick responses to why you disagree?
It's kind of the same shit. Like,
Same shit?
I don't feel like you should just be going through my shit. But if
fuck
you
that.
needed the phone for something, I'm not gonna withhold it. like,
Yes.
you know.
Okay, fair. Ooh. Next question. You guys ready for this?
I like this segment. It's cool.
Cool.
We need a cool segment too.
Like me and us? Like on the team shit?
Oh, duh.
My phone.
Being in the presence of the right man will bring out a woman's femininity. Agree or disagree? Nigga, I see your face. Agree or disagree? Write it down, nigga. Yeah, write it down, nigga. And don't worry. Don't.
I don't know.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera, guys.
I know what you're gonna say. You're right.
Yes, but it should. What would you put?
Depend on him.
You put facts. So we have 2 agrees. We have 3 agrees, but it shouldn't. Yo, cuz, I want your answer.
Shouldn't depend on him.
Because you should. Me personally, like, I think a woman should be in her feminine state of all times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think I should have to bring this out of you because now I'm like, why am I fighting for this? Why am I fighting for you to act like a
You
woman?
feel?
No, I'm finna say you're weird.
Yeah.
What do you mean I gotta make you be you? That's stupid.
Okay. Now, let me hear from the lady. You said agree. Why do you agree that the right man will bring out the femininity in you?
I think femininity is a lot about, like, when I think about being
Come closer to the mic,
feminine,
come
I
closer.
think of like a butterfly. I think it's just being free. So where I'm not thinking about it being like a soft voice and da-da-da-da, but if I feel like free around you, I feel comfortable, I can laugh, I can joke, I can tell you secrets. Like, that's to me is like feminine energy. So yeah, like the right man can bring that out of you for sure.
So you feel girlier around the right man?
Yeah, because look, like I've dated a couple guys, right? And it's like they all haven't experienced me the exact same way. Like they all got different results. Like I'm for the most part the same woman, but like some men got the most of me, like maybe intellectually, like spiritually. Maybe I wanted to do more for this one. Why did I want to do more for him? Shit like that.
Don't even ask it.
No,
I wasn't about to ask nothing. I was just saying, like, okay, the feminine thing, like even the characteristics you described, I don't see them as necessarily feminine. It just means you're closer with this guy. Yeah. You have a more intimate experience. But femininity, like being polite, being nice, being friendly, being soft, that needs to come pre-packaged.
Yeah, like I said,
I'm gonna get away from you if you don't already have that going on.
Like I said, like to me, like that's not what femininity means to me. Like that's why I said for me, my definition is so and so and so.
I was answering based on, I guess, the general perception
from
of
the logical standpoint. That's the definition.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I do think like, you know, women should be polite and kind and soft spoken and
less
it should be like that off the jump.
You guys ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Being in the presence of the right woman will bring out a man's masculinity. Agree or disagree?
Bro, come on, bro.
I hear the stupid things that
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Reveal your boards.
Elevator.
Oh, that's an elevator.
Okay, you're stupid. You're stupid.
I agree with that.
Okay, that's so funny. Why is there such? Why did you laugh, cuz?
Doesn't it make sense?
I can see why many would say that doesn't make sense. But
It's too easy to say.
if you've ever had the pleasure, and I've experienced this just once in my life, and unfortunately me and the female didn't work out for other reasons, but I'm only speaking in this one department, and I remember this individual anytime questions like this come up for this one specific thing. Certain females can come into your life and immediately enhance that twitch in you that just wants to get busy and go find a move and just like character evaluate, figure yourself out, get better at treating a woman in bed, get better at speaking to women, get better at...
Who's this woman?
Listen, you gotta go to Atlanta. But I know, I'm gonna be... no, here.
That's the promised land.
No, but here's the thing. No, here's the thing. But what I'm saying is some real shit. Like, there's different ways to, like, get better at sleeping with a woman in bed. I'm not just talking about no homo, like how you use your dick or whatever. Like, I'm talking about the emotions, like that real deep shit. I'm talking about real shit that you'll probably maybe experience with 1 or 2 females in your life type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. And when you have that, if you already have certain twitches or certain things inside of you, the belief system from a female, bro, this shit is recorded since the beginning of time. Just look at the Greek gods, look at the medieval times, look at the Roman Empire. Everything you want to look at from the beginning of time, the biggest dog that really made shit shake and really made shit move had a bitch beside him. And if you look at even interviews today, like You watch the School of Hard Knocks. Most of the billionaires they interview, the first thing they'll say is, I could have never been a billionaire if it wasn't for my wife. You might watch that and think that, this guy's a pussy, his wife. But bro, there is a power behind, because at the end of the day, Earth, like Mother Nature, Earth itself, belongs to the female. So there is a power that stands behind when a female gene believes in you, just as much as there's a power that's behind it when a female gene cries about you and it's valid. Both have equal consequences. Both have consequences for good and bad.
Word.
So I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, I think when you got like a serious connection, or you see a woman is serious about you and all that, like I think that has a big impact on you as a man. That's for sure. But I don't think that's gonna make you masculine or not. You should already been there.
You should already be masculine. But like she could enhance your desire to want to be an even better version of yourself and know bounds of you that you didn't even know existed. And you might have never gotten any familiarity with that level of you without the interaction with that said female. That is a reality. And if you haven't experienced that and you're single, pray to God for that encounterment, because women can really do that.
Goes over there beating a prayer quick.
Stuff, bro.
Hold on, I want to ask you.
I'm being real.
Hold on, Karen. I want to ask you, because you said you agree as well. Have you experienced like a man being more masculine, I guess, in the presence of a right woman?
I have an opposite story where like I was in a relationship with a guy and he was just always like crying, not literally crying, but he was kind of like, yo, like why don't you like believe in me, like why don't you? So I learned there that men need something from us that you can't, that's not explainable. And like he said, like in a lot of millionaires, billionaires, like when they talk about like their success, they say, look, I wouldn't have had this if it weren't for my wife. Like women just contribute to something that's like very spiritual to men that I believe that contributes to their growth. Now, not saying you're a beta male like without it, but it's just like they will enhance your masculinity for sure. I think it's enhancing it. I don't think it's making it. They enhance it.
That's literally all I'm saying.
Okay.
You gotta have something to believe in.
Make it? No. A woman can't make a man. That's impossible. A man can assist in making a woman much, even though her makeup should already be in her, but a man can assist in making a woman much faster than a woman could assist in making a man. I don't care what anybody says about that. That's just facts.
The relationships are just mirrors, right? So like you're in the right relationship, it'll make you see yourself clearly. So that's why I said yes for both questions. Like when you're in the right relationship, you will see yourself very clearly and you're going to fall much more in alignment much faster. And then you'll...
I'm shocked that you agreed with that though, but that's why I said yes for both too.
Okay.
Next question. You guys ready? Historically, throughout time, men have sang better R&B music than women. Agree or disagree?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Boards to the camera.
Oh fuck! I like this one. Yeah. When it's reading, I like this one.
Listen.
I don't know.
Listen, R. Kelly was responsible for more conceptions than any female artist ever. He brought life.
Listen, you know when niggas sang in the rain.
Come on, bro.
Never. Yeah. Why do you put it? Man had no take on this. I wasn't ready for this.
I didn't see that. I didn't know what to say because, bro, niggas really are responsible for bare R&B hits.
Come on. Look at Chris Brown.
But it feels weird to take R&B from females.
What are you talking about?
Come on.
Yeah.
You got them never sang in the rain.
There's not too many songs bigger than You Make Me Wanna by Usher.
Come on.
Not too many R&B songs.
Nobody by Keith Sweat.
You know,
nobody was making the y'all them wanna know.
you know niggas used to
what it is.
Their sex CD.
So that's why I put the question mark. I didn't know what to do.
Niggas used to make that crushing CD. You know what I'm saying? They bring that to a girl's crib. Like, I got that. 12 songs. I wake up.
Man, I used to be the ones that be on the phone with YouTube running 2 tabs. I'm like a DJ, fam. I'm there mixing and shit. What the hell? Yeah, I was going crazy.
I was too young for that stage.
Nah, yeah, you're too young for that.
That was real love, bro.
Ooh. Guys ready?
Yeah.
The person who cares less in a relationship usually has more power. Agree or disagree? The person who cares less in the relationship usually has more power. Agree or disagree? 3, 2, 1. Boys to the camera. Disagree, of course. Okay. You know what? We're going here.
Nigga, what did you put?
Disagree. He said it.
Oh, I couldn't read it.
Yeah, it's hieroglyphics, nigga. Why did you say of course?
So I think most communication is nonverbal, right? So like when you're in a relationship where it's like fully like mutual, like he's just he's just as obsessed with you as you are with him, and when like your man doesn't care as much as you, you're more invested in it. The person that like is the like cares the least, like if this person can walk away at any given moment, or they don't care to think as much as you would if a situation arises, of course they have more power, like because that like that's something like you recognize. So like if you were naive to that fact, then no. But once you can acknowledge, or you can detect that like he cares less, 100% for sure, because that's just in the back of your head, like, oh my god, like if we get into a problem, like he's gonna be much quicker to leave because he doesn't have as much patience or tolerance as I do because I care more. Like that's just that.
So the leverage basically is what you're saying. The leverage of emotion. What about you? Why'd you put a question mark?
Because I feel like whether you care less or you care more, I could create a scenario for why you would lose either way. Like if you care less, I could create a scenario for why that could get your partner to quickly see that and leave if you have a partner that knows how to make firm choices. Okay. If you care more, I can see why that could put you in a vulnerable position to be taken advantage of. So it's like both angles could...
You have to find a balance?
Bro, depends on the person.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I don't know. That
you put disagree.
Yeah, I just disagree, but for the same thing that he said, it's like once you realize like your worth, you probably, you know what I'm saying, you start to make your way out.
It's easy to navigate.
And I agree, because I think generally speaking, relationships are based on leverage. Like the person who got the most leverage usually has the most say. So if they're just conscious of that and they still show up, so it still appears like they're doing what they need to do, that person has more leverage, right? Like what you described as a person who's unaware of the fact that they're disconnected and now this person is drifting from them. But if I fully just know, like, buddy, what I say goes.
I think I'm more
and I'm still showing up and taking care of my responsibilities. I have more say in this. Like this person's more likely to bend to my will than I am to bend to their will.
I hear
so
you.
As long as I remain in this relationship, I'm probably going to be the one controlling it.
That's why you need to bring God into a relationship, because like that lack of humility is not going to sustain any type of relationship with anybody. Like you need to humble yourself when you're in a relationship, because there's always going to be someone in a different position than you. There's going to be seasons. There's going to be times where I can do more or he can do more, or maybe I'm sick, or maybe I'm pregnant, or maybe he's this, or maybe he's that. And it's like in those seasons, you can't make that other person feel your advantage. Like you're just, that's not fair.
I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, so I'm not justifying it, but I like from experience, when I see things, I can see in a relationship between a man or a woman, like there's times I can see she runs the show. What she says goes.
I think
what he says, maybe not. Maybe be quiet.
Do we have one more time?
Go ahead, kick off.
I would say she's the one dominating the relationship, and he'll probably stay with her. He won't be the one to leave.
I'm gonna give you a sickle perspective, and I'm gonna make you see how in a lot of these things there isn't any one.
Come closer to the mic.
There isn't any one like final destination. Okay, so let's say I'm with a girl, right? We've been dating for like 2 years, 3 years. When she first came around, I was booming. But then now, like, I fell off, I'm shaking it. Like, she's getting way more chicken than me. Is that realistic? No. Is that rare? Yes. But just follow me for a second. She's getting more chicken than me. One might perceive that in that relationship, that woman has more of the say, correct? Stay with me. Well, you see, you're saying...
No, that's because that's not what I was saying. I'm following what you're saying, but that's not consistent with what I was saying.
Right. No. But I'm trying to get somewhere. But I'm saying even like the face when you weren't sure how to answer it is what I was pointing at, saying.
Well, what I'm saying, because I don't agree with that. Like, I still don't think just because she has the money that he necessarily cares more about her now. Like in terms of leverage, in terms of what men and women are looking for.
Care. We said say. We said say leverage. We're talking about say and leverage. But the point that I'm trying to get at is, in that exact same situation, right? I'm gonna put it to you this way: who has more leverage? The person that has the money in being the female, or the person that's received all the benefits from that money being the male in that situation? And then here's the next part I'm gonna say to you. No, I'm just giving you this hypothetical scenario so you can understand something. In the event of saying that one person or the other is gonna walk away, right? if you were to look at it, would I be the loser if I had everything before I walked away? Or would the woman be the loser because even though she lost on taking care of the nigga, she still has her money? I'm trying to get you to understand that you can flip certain scenarios that might seem practical to you or that you should have the answer. There's no leverage in any situation when two people love each other. These conversations are more designed for when people don't, because you can always find your pocket of leverage. But where she's coming in, that I really liked her idea was, if you don't bring some spiritual entity in the situation that's bigger than the both of you, then people get into their human ways and start looking for leverage, because it's a human instinct to see where you fit in any situation and to see how much control you have. I think yourself.
I think there's always going to be one party who's more invested than the other. I don't think two people are ever going to be equally invested in a relationship. However, even the person who is maybe a little less invested, they can still care about that person enough that they're involved in the relationship. I just don't think it ever works out where it's exactly 50-50. I just think a lot of people are pretending
to not care in relationships. They're looking for that. They're trying to be the person that cares the least.
I just think there's some people who are generally, you see a couple, and it could be, the man just loves her more than she, like he will go further for her than for him, and vice versa. It can happen that way. And I just feel like in terms of who has more say, it would be the person who's less invested. So even a scenario with the woman having more money, there's prostitutes that go out there and make a whole bunch of money and give it back to the pimp. Theoretically, she's the one who makes all the money. But he has all the leverage.
But she has,
and she's worried about him leaving, not the other way around.
But here's the thing. No, you're absolutely right. But here's the thing, though. On the contrary, if that said prostitute was to have been in the game for a certain period of time and started to either find some kind of weird confidence in themselves, the psychological backbreaking you did is no longer working.
The care would shift. She may be now the party that cares less.
Here's the thing, but then the leverage now shifts to her side in the exact same scenario.
Because she cares less.
So
that would prove this point.
But, okay,
yeah, she now has the means to care less.
No. But the ultimate point is proving her point of what everybody's battling to try to find is who cares less. That's why I said in a situation where two people genuinely love each other, that leverage game it shouldn't even.
Well, that's
be
why I
a
acknowledge,
factor.
even though I do think that it'll never be 50-50, if these guys both establish that they love and they care about each other, it really doesn't matter who cares like a little bit more or not. Like they're both probably going to do what's necessary for the relationship. But if there's a pretty big disparity between who cares more or less,
that's
the person who cares less has the same.
That's a leverage.
Those are the people that don't last. They don't go nowhere.
So the back end of what you just said is kind of where I wanted us to get in line on together, and see if we agree or disagree on that part.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where we at? We're at 1:30. Okay, let me ask one more of these, and we're gonna go to whiteboard.
Damn, we talked.
Not whiteboard.
This is not whiteboard.
I mean, sorry. Quickfire.
Me and her talk too much.
No, you're good.
No, it's right. It's good. It's better if the guest is speaking. That's why you guys are here. So it's good.
That's what they
Need
say on
your
the other
opinions
podcast.
on things. You know what I'm saying? Need your opinion on things.
This one's a little less deep.
Okay.
Or maybe it's not. Who knows? All these questions. I made them. Most people don't want the truth in dating. They want reassurance. Agree or disagree? Three, two, one. Forward to the camera, please. Oh, we got a unanimous agreement.
First time.
Oh, I like that. Yo, we don't even need to go over it if everyone agrees.
That's all the guy. We know
What's going on?
As long as everybody knows what's up.
You just see that little reassurance?
You're good.
That's all
Okay,
most people want.
Madam. Let me see if I got one more. I feel like asking before I put that down. Ooh. Let me see. Oh, got this. Women should be more selective than men when it comes to who they have sex with. Agree or disagree? Three, two, one. Boards to the camera. Oh shit, we're 2 for 2 right now. We're 2 for 2 right now. I like
certain questions that, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Those last two questions were undisputable.
Ooh. When it comes to being in a relationship, men are more emotionally stable and take more accountability for their faults. Agree or disagree? When it comes to being in a relationship, men are more emotionally stable and tend to take more accountability for their faults. Agree or disagree? 3,
So rushy,
2, 1. Voice to the camera.
Let's show your take to the whiteboard.
Usually, let's see it. Okay, we have two. We have some disagree. We have turbulence. Why do you have an X?
I just think that people,
Come
I feel like this accountability talk is just something that people always try to put on like women all the time. I just think the lack of accountability is a human thing. So that's just for that basic reason. Like I don't have to like go into, oh, guys do this, guys do that. It's just a human thing. Like humans lack accountability. Like
that's fine. On the Mandem, one of the representatives.
Okay, I think there's levels to it. I think in a general sense, women are more delusional.
Okay.
Even outside of a relationship, you guys just believe in shit that don't even make sense. You know your bedroom looks fat in that dress. Why you tell her she look good? Because you guys are playing games. So there's just less accountability in a general sense. However, I've seen some niggas just not accept that they fucked up sometimes. Mm-hmm. I've just watched it. Like, nigga, this is you. All you, nobody else. And he's looking around for someone to blame. Like, I've just seen it.
Your life's a mess.
It's hard for me to say, like, all the time, it's a man or a woman, but yo, blatant delusion, yo, women win that. They're champions. Okay. But in terms of the relationship, I know niggas are turning a blind eye to some dumbass shit that they did. I know
that's fair. Madam, everyone, thank you for participating in the whiteboard segment. You guys can put your boards down. We are moving on to Quickfyre.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You guys enjoy that?
Yeah, I did. That's fun.
Cool.
I like this one.
So for the Quickfyre segment, I asked a series of would you rather, either or style questions. I go around the table and ask everybody to answer as quickly and as honestly as possible.
Different question or the same question?
No, they're everyone has to answer the same question, but quickly and as honestly as possible. Usually the first response you think of your brain is the response you usually go with, right? Yes, like I said, they're usually in either or A/B style. And if I feel like making you explain yourself, I'll ask.
Okay.
You guys ready for it? Our order of operations will be our guest followed by our cast. I'm ready for this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Quickfyre. Would you rather every text message you've ever sent was leaked on Twitter or every photo from your gallery was leaked on Twitter?
Photo.
Photo across the board. Mm-hmm.
I sent some not good texts.
Me too. Really bad.
Would you rather wear a winter jacket at a summer street festival or swim in Timberland boots at a pool party?
Winter at a summer street festival.
Winter.
The other one's wild. I'll do the jacket.
Swimming Tim's at the pool party.
You might drown.
Some real New York shit.
Yeah.
Real New York.
Yo,
party.
honestly,
You want to be different? You want to be different?
Yo, when I get out the pool, I could change. I'm gonna be hot as function, just sweating up the place.
You might drown, my nigga.
Fam, I'm not even cool trying to talk to somebody. I'm sweating. Like, yo, what's your name? I'm sweating.
Nigga struggling to get to the.
You know what I mean?
Struggling to get to the fucking
30 degrees
A bikini
in
and
Toronto.
Tim's is crazy though.
Outrageous. Super New York.
Yeah, can't do that.
Yeah.
At least you guys have the shorts, so it's okay. Like a bikini though.
I'll just stand up and like just stay in one spot so you see my feet.
You know what's crazy?
I'll just be there.
Today was like almost like 25 degrees and I seen a nigga in a moose knuckle jacket.
Yo, I saw somebody walking in a fur coat, bro.
Crazy,
Bugging.
outrageous.
Welcome to Toronto.
Would you rather hug every homeless person you see this month or walk around barefoot for the next 2 months?
Hug every homeless person I see.
You're gonna hug the homeless people?
Hug.
Yeah, I'll be friendly.
I'll try to avoid the areas where they are. But yeah, I'll take the first.
You gotta take the last looking homeless one.
Yeah, it's like a pour over here. I'm gonna make a left.
That's fair. Mm-mm. Would you rather vacation in India or Madagascar for 30 days?
Madagascar.
I think it's nice. Madagascar is nice.
Madagascar.
I'm not trying to go to India. My fault.
Word. No, Madagascar is on the list of like I think one of the poorest countries in the world.
Oh yeah, I'm just thinking about the movie and it looked pretty tropical to me.
The cost of living is probably low. You see what I'm saying? I'll go to the richest section.
Still going to Madagascar.
Like $100.
Yeah.
Ooh, you guys aren't gonna like this one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Would you rather attend Pride Parade this year or go to a drag show?
Why?
Why are these the options?
I'll go to a drag show, makeup stuff, dressing up and things.
Would I rather attend?
Yeah, you gotta attend one of these events. A drag show or a Pride Parade.
That's our madness.
Setup question. This one.
Just fry me. I'm not going. I don't.
I think you gotta answer.
You gotta answer stuff.
Drag.
Yeah.
What he said.
Tokyo Drift. You guys gonna drag race?
You gotta say it. Say drag.
What he said.
I added the R word with it so it could get clipped right.
Probably the parade. I'll just cotch in like a Tim Hortons.
No, but they be walking around. They be walking around
You know what I
naked.
mean? Like,
I'm not gonna lie,
I'll just stay there till it's over. You know?
They're wilding in the
This guy's
parade.
acting like he's not gonna get like, hey, just don't mind me.
Just stay in the back. Use the Wi-Fi.
Hey, you.
They're
I
wilding in
mean,
the
hey, you
parade.
gotta challenge people.
Yeah.
Would you rather eat a lemon with the skin on or a whole onion?
Ooh,
Yeah, lemon with the skin on.
I like onions. I'll eat an onion.
that much though?
Like
Like an apple, yeah.
maybe a
With the skin on,
You're
too.
rethinking how much you like onions now. Eh?
I like it as like a garnish.
I'll do the lemon.
Lemon?
Yeah, I'll do the lemon, bro.
Lemon with the skin on.
So you're doing onion or lemon?
I'll do. lemon. I guess.
You're not being forced. Would you rather drink a glass of soy sauce or a cup of mayonnaise?
Glass of soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Yeah, soy sauce.
I could
Yeah.
take some salt. Like that mayonnaise
Yeah.
shit is disgusting.
Okay. You're about to get married after 4 years of dating, but your best friend confesses to you they don't approve of your spouse selection, and they're making you choose between them and your fiance. Who are you choosing?
Why you
Goodbye,
wait
friend.
so long?
Goodbye, friend.
Goodbye, friend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
friend's
like-
gone.
Yeah, my friend's weird.
Yeah, my friend's weird. You waited this long. You got like I invited you a while ago. You know what I mean? Like you got a lot of time to say something.
As a homie, like if you hear anything about me and you don't tell me right away and you tell me later for any type of emotional leverage in any way, shape, or form, respectfully go fuck yourself. I'm serious.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Update. Your fiance ended up cheating on you 6 months later. You feel bad about your friend now?
Absolutely not, but he was right.
All right,
Cool.
I'm just fucking around.
Yeah, for sure.
Fuck.
Would you rather beef with Jay-Z or Drake
In 2026,
right now?
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think I'll say Drake only because I think Jay-Z's dangerous, right? Wasn't he a
chill,
gangster?
bro. Jay-Z was a gangster like 30 years ago. He's not doing nothing to you.
I don't know. Whoever's scarier.
All right. Madam?
Yo, I live here.
So who you beefing, Jay?
Jay-Z.
Okay.
He does not live here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jigga? Jigga's catching all the smoke?
Jigs up, man.
You know, he was talking sick on the records recently.
Yeah.
Ooh. Would you rather only be able to watch old movies that have already come out or only be able to watch new movies that will be coming out after today? For the rest of your life.
Old movies.
Old movies.
Yeah, I'm going to Omo.
I'll say old movies.
They got
A
better
lot of
plot.
new ones are shit.
There's only so much room
New
to
movies
recreate
don't
all
know
these
how to have
movies.
endings.
Yeah. Facts.
Would you rather be publicly embarrassed by your partner at a function or privately disrespected every day for a month?
Privately disrespected every day for a month.
Yeah.
Don't play with me in front of
For
people.
a month?
Yeah.
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 I'll take the month.
I'll take the
Month
month.
of
I didn't hear the
straight
month part. I'm like forever. You
Nah,
said.
No, there's a month of
Not
straight
gonna
battle.
lie.
A month of privately being disrespected?
Disrespected.
Yeah, I can't do public.
I'll
Okay.
take a year
Crazy.
of that. Don't try and dun me in front of people.
Okay,
It's
okay,
unacceptable.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's a lot.
Would you rather have to explain? You guys right?
The shit he's doing is scaring me back home, bro. They're trying to ignore me so long, but I can't fucking help it, man. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, fam.
Would you rather have to explain every like you've ever left on Instagram or every DM you've never replied to?
What would you more have to explain?
Yes.
The DMs.
Or
Maybe the
DM I
DM, but
never
neither.
replied to.
Yeah, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm going to do the DMs.
Maybe
just
the-
There's nothing to
easier.
explain at that point.
if you didn't reply.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you. It's not going to take long.
What about your DMs that you've sent out and got no acknowledgement?
That was a
What was
better
the first
question.
option? What was the first piece?
Every like you've ever made.
Let's go there. Let's go there.
Definitely the like over the
Yeah,
DM.
yeah.
I'll still choose the DMs.
Well, you don't really like send DMs.
You're not shooting
as a
DM
girl.
shots.
Yeah, like
I have
when
some failures from
Bare
like
niggas are just
95
sitting on
weeks
the
ago.
inbox.
when I was a kid.
Like 118 weeks ago. I don't want to see that.
But
I don't need to talk
I
about
used to
it.
send some crazy DMs out to
Yeah,
the
it was a bad
females,
day.
man. That was some little
Yeah.
kid shit those days, you know?
Would you rather have your wedding objected to by your best friend or your mother?
Objected to?
Yeah. I object.
Yeah. By your best friend or your mother?
Yeah.
Best friend.
Yeah.
My mother objecting it in front of the world is going to fuck with me.
Holy.
Well, she gonna pop up in the wedding and make noise?
in the wedding.
I
I say,
object,
yeah. When they ask if anyone opposes.
You know what it is? Does anybody object if these two
Yeah,
love for forever now? Hold
It's
your
your
peace.
mom.
I
Like,
guess my brethren still.
Yeah.
It would be less embarrassing.
I'd rather the brethren, it'd be less embarrassing.
yeah, and the wedding's still gonna go on.
My
right?
Duke's
Or-
never liked you. if we
This
got
guy
here
gotta
still.
leave, but yo, like,
Yeah, if your mom's at. No.
I'm not
Your
gonna lie.
mom has a
It's a different
problem.
vibe.
and
It's
the
not the
wedding's
same.
not
hold on,
that
let me
big.
flip it.
Yeah.
He's getting married and she objects. How you feel about that?
She's out the
I'm
building.
out the window.
All right, cool. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, she knows she has to pattern up. Like, you can't do no fucking shit. Oh, my God.
Told you we were friends.
This guy's doing that stupid shit in the fucking background.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Would you rather date someone who posts everything or someone who hides you completely?
Hides me completely.
Yeah, hide me still. Hide me.
Yeah,
I'm cold being hidden.
Bunch of dark
still, I won't
nights
lie.
over here. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be hidden.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
What are you
comfortable
doing?
with
Me? You can just hide me. Don't post me every day. That's egregious. Every day?
cool.
Bibs, come on. Post Charles's. Post Charles's on. Ooh. Would you rather your partner have a work wife / husband or still be cool with somebody they used to talk to?
Still be cool with somebody.
somebody.
A work wife / husband.
Yeah.
Wow.
That-
I don't want that.
Both of these are the beginning of the end, fam.
I feel like
you gotta-
one leading to the other.
Yeah, you gotta pick one of the doubles, man. You gotta pick whatever you think is the lesser
Can't have her
double.
working with that nigga 10 hours a day. Like,
Absolutely not.
So what are you doing? She's cool with her ex?
holy. I feel like I'm crap either way, but like,
Nah, but pick one. Which one makes the most sense?
not the work one.
You like the work one better?
Cool with X. Cool with X.
You guys like the work one better?
He does.
I'll tell her.
And I don't want her to.
No. I prefer to cool with your ex.
Cool with the X.
It might
Is it
just
an
be.
ex- is it
We
an
don't know
ex or
what
someone
degree of
they've
cool.
been
It might
with
just be
in the past?
civilized.
I don't want her. I don't want her with the work nigga though.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
the same thing.
Yeah, I don't want her with the work nigga.
Yeah,
No.
the work thing is too much
He's
because it's like you
scheming
have to
all
go
day,
there.
every
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? You
That's
pull
a
up
lot
to
of
work, you're
scheming.
like, well, so that's him, man.
Yo, 40 hours a week of scheming?
Yeah,
I don't want to
seen that.
compete with that.
Yeah, I
It's a lot
seen
of
that
time.
Drewski skit when he has the one.
Yeah.
No, we're
That's a
not
lot.
doing that.
lot.
Because, bro, you guys were murking us even if we were doing 2 times a week, 4 hours a day. That's 8 hours in a week. You guys were saying like it's a no-go with us for 8 hours a week. Imagine a nigga doing 40 hours a week with
It's a
the
lot
same
of hours.
human.
You're
That's a
sharing
lot
that
of
woman
hours.
still. You're sharing
You're
it.
putting it in.
She confides in him.
That's a lot of hours. Yeah.
Ooh. Would you rather accidentally send a freaky text to your mother or accidentally post it on Instagram story for 5 minutes?
Instagram
for 5
Yo,
minutes.
Mom Dukes, I'm bugged out.
I didn't get that many views on my stories.
Yeah.
It's blessed.
Your mom's super cool too.
It doesn't matter to me. Like I'm grown. Like okay, I have sex. Okay,
Nah,
But yo, the text was
freaky
descriptive.
text to the
Like-
Dukes?
like how freaky though.
Like, you know how
Yeah, look at your face. That
like,
freaky.
The freaky you
Whatever made you just smile, that
I'm
was
crazy.
freaky.
I don't care. Anyone can get it.
Yeah, I feel like girls with their moms are a little different though.
No,
Oh,
she,
my
They are
God.
still.
Yeah,
she
girls
has a
with their
very unique relationship
Yo,
with her Dukes. Though.
but a
She's
lot of
very
girls
free
are
up
like that.
You know what?
A
I don't
lot
have
of
that.
girls are like
hold on,
that.
hold on. For you, it's your father. Yeah. Sorry, I just realized what we're doing.
I said Instagram anyways. Yeah.
Okay, no. I just realized what was going on.
I said it.
Yeah, Instagram.
Well, you're cool with
Instagram.
that parent? Yo, your father.
No, because yo, the man, it's the opposite, right?
Instagram's light. Next stories, don't watch
Yeah,
that.
you're not sending that to Peter. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Holy Peter.
Yeah, that's what everyone calls him. She calls him that.
No, I'm not even.
All right, bro.
You trying to get us on any clip.
I seen it coming. I seen it coming.
You're calling the girls down by her first name.
By the Govi?
I seen it coming. I seen it coming.
Yeah.
Would you rather go viral for being wrong in an argument or go viral for getting rejected in public?
Wrong in argument.
Wrong in argument.
Wrong and strong?
Rejected in public?
Wrong and strong. No, I would get
No,
rejected.
that was a sidebar comment he made.
No. Like I would
okay,
choose
okay,
getting
I get what you're saying.
rejected.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I feel like that would only affect me if I was like insecure, but because I'm not, I'll just be like, okay.
Your rejection rate's not that high.
nigga's
She's
stupid.
like, I'm cool with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll be like,
First
okay,
one
he's
ever.
not
I'm
into
on
good-
Like, women don't usually take rejection very well. Like, this
not-
is a bold statement from you.
He's not into
'Cause she's
beautiful
not
girls.
planning on
It's
it.
okay.
Like, usually when a woman gets rejected, everybody's gay.
I'm like one of those.
Like, everybody
girls
just
that
gay
like-
right
I'm
after.
one
You
of
know,
those
it's
girls that
bad.
be
That's
like,
very
yeah,
bad.
he's
I don't see you calling something.
Exactly.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I would rather get rejected.
I don't see no
still.
one calling you. I don't see you calling
Okay.
anyone gay because they
I
turn
will
you off.
actually, but I'll be like, okay, something's wrong with him.
Would you rather every first date you go on be live streamed or every breakup you ever had be live streamed?
First
First
date.
date, bro. What the hell?
First
The
date.
second one's traumatic.
That's your best
fam.
impression.
Dog,
First date
I'm
is the
getting
best one.
him. She's talking about him getting embarrassed.
Like,
First
imagine
date.
somebody's crying in the second one and somebody's you.
Yeah.
That's what you want on the live stream? That
I like
sucks.
my vibe on the first day. I might even
Some
if that
people
one,
like their breakup
if
etiquette,
it doesn't
oh.
work out, I might even get like someone else. Oh, she's kind of cool. So I'll do the
First date for sure.
Yeah,
yeah.
first date still.
Would you rather lose your relationship because of your ego or lose your friends because of your relationship?
All my friends, no
Yeah.
more brethren.
Nope.
I'll just leave. I'll lose the woman still. That's
Relationship for the
crazy.
ego. Fuck it. Stand on business.
You need at least one brethren. Even like if you're a man with no brethren and just a girl, your life sucks.
Not even that your life sucks. It's it's kind of a reflection of character. I feel.
I agree.
You have no friends? It's like,
Yeah,
Nah,
it
And,
does.
and I need to see you have been friends with at least one of your docs for at least a decade.
You know what's crazy? So it's like
Time matters,
I
too.
agree with
Yeah.
you because like that's always like that's a pivotal first question I always ask on any first date. I say, yo, how long is your longest friendship? Because
Yes.
I think how you carry yourself and conduct yourself in your interpersonal relationships outside of
Yes.
romantically is very important.
Yes.
Relationships are relationships despite the labels and terms you want to put on them.
Yes, I agree. Facts.
Right?
Facts.
What'd you say? What's your answer?
I'll choose losing the relationship. That's my style of losing relationships.
That's fine.
Anyways,
That's fine.
So
What? Style is crazy.
I have a lot of pride, so like I'm just get the fuck out of here.
Jeez, niggas
not
won't
gonna-
You have a breakup style?
I'm not gonna. I'm
Remember,
just saying
everybody
like that's
got
a consistent pattern.
everybody
in my
got
love
different
language is
experience.
breakup
So I'm
language.
not gonna act brand new. Like I haven't lost relationships for that before, and I didn't die. Like so.
She's here, still
I'll keep
there.
my
That's why you
friends,
lost
so.
that shit. Yeah. Am I gonna die though? Well, I guess I should leave.
Never die, man. You're never
That's
gonna
funny.
die.
Yeah, I got it. Would you rather be cheated on once and never find out, or be falsely accused of cheating for the rest of the relationship?
I had the second one for so long.
Falsely
accused,
accused.
Yeah,
I'm
the
good.
second one I've lived at.
What the hell does being falsely accused mean? Who cares?
Yeah.
You're
If
getting
you
annoyed.
keep accusing me, it means you keep staying.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
What about you?
Yeah, same. Like that's annoying. You know,
Oh, so wait. What
What are you doing?
was your choice? What are you
like
doing?
being falsely accused.
So you'd rather be cheated on and
So you'd rather be cheated on
Not
once
know?
and never find out, or would you rather be falsely accused for the whole relationship?
falsely accused.
Yeah.
I've experienced that so many times. Anyways,
Oh, so
you don't
just
die.
brush it off.
What,
I feel like
You're not dying.
Told you, ego.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
Also, I feel like being cheated on for a woman and a man is different. Like, yo, fam, I feel like it's just not gonna like a man.
same.
Yeah, bro. Like, yo, you did what?
Because they weren't hit the same.
Niggas are not ready for
One
that.
intended.
Yeah.
And that being said, well, that concludes my quickfire, madam.
Yay.
Yeah, madam, enjoy that.
Yeah.
Now we're coming to. I was gonna ask before we even sign off. No, I was gonna say, do you guys have any questions for the mandem or any things you would like to ask or takeaways or anything?
Nah, man, I thoroughly enjoyed this podcast. Though I'm not gonna lie, like when I was coming, I didn't really know what to expect. But
Right.
yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the podcast. Too good, really. Two, as if you see you guys, because I kept looking this way the whole time. I was engaging with you guys, but three really good personalities. Like it's just a really good environment. Like I like what you guys got going on here. Like definitely we'll be back in the future.
Dope, dope.
I have a
dope.
question.
you know?
Ask
I
away.
want to know like everyone's relationship with each other. Like what made you guys start this
Oh, okay.
podcast together? Anyways,
It's a great question.
He's my cousin.
Introspective.
Like, we're family, and then
Cousin?
Yeah, he's my cousin.
sad.
That's why his cousin. And then that's he's my brethren.
when
And
did you guys meet?
well, I met him. Wow, when did I meet you? I met him after he came home. And he came home, so I met him after that time. That's when we linked up. And then we had linked up shortly before COVID.
Yeah,
We had a
before
mutual friend that
COVID.
had connected us. And it's not often you meet adult male friends. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or people that you're even cool with or can have a conversation
No.
with.
I've had a few of those. One of my closest friends right now is somebody that I didn't start getting close to until COVID, and he's one of my closest friends right
You know
now.
what I'm saying? So then even for me, there was a turning point throughout COVID, or there's not even a turning point, it was like a moment throughout COVID. It's pretty easy to reference for me though. Where like I had a shorty over and then both the man and were over. And I think we're all just watching something, right? And I think it was like one of those like 90 Day Fiance or something that could, like, some one of those kind of ones. And then the madam kept just we kept just doing our thing, our banter, our commentary, and like shorty was dying. Like, holy fuck. I'm like, nah. But then here's the thing, like, I'm over here looking at it like, yo, the madam are objectively funny. Like, there's something here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I had a history, like, since I was young, since I was a kid in high school, whatever, I was like, yo, buddy, I'm gonna get paid to be me. And then finding the outlet in which which was the way to go about this. I felt podcasting was probably the best platform, right? I've tried stand-up comedy. I've done acting. I've done
You have a
modeling.
radio voice, like you're gonna be on a mic, like one way or another, regardless.
Appreciate that,
Yeah, for
right? And then I just put it all together, and we've been rolling ever since. It's been real organic, real kosher, and yeah, the synergy. Like people act like, fuck, you guys must be knowing each other forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Nah, you guys got a lovely vibe. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Respect. Do you have any questions for our guests?
Shit, I think we covered a lot.
Yeah.
What do you guys got going on next? Like, what's everybody can expect from you?
He's a boss.
No, I'm not. Yeah, but
He makes all the decisions, and I'm just be
Turn
like,
my brain off?
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I like it or don't like it. That's it.
I'll tell you this. Like, I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses. I'm a pretty good delegator. And so that's probably why she feels that way about me. But to answer your question, my boss, you said, where are we going with this next? Definitely we're going to kick into phase 2. Like, we're going to get into so we're going to start dropping twice a week instead of once a week.
Nice.
One day will be like a membership day where and we're only going to do this obviously once we get like fully monetized. Right now we're like 100 subscribers and change away from like being fully monetized. We don't have 1K yet.
Yeah, us too.
Yeah, but we obviously like we passed the watch hours and those stuff like a really long time ago. So we're close. Once we get there, We're gonna have one date, and obviously the members episode will become like a general episode, like on a random day in the week. Then we'll have our 1 Tuesdays traditionally. We definitely want to do like guest panelists and have like a sit down. This year it will either be the prep or the execution. I'm kind of learning how to like just go based off feelings as opposed to just using my mind too much. But we are gonna build our own studio and like stop renting the one that we use, and either put our studio in a position where we can change the set style anytime we want, or we'll still keep the other studio for recording purposes only, so we can kind of have 2 different vibes for the 2 different days.
Episodes. Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's pretty much, I guess, if I want to be as broad as possible without getting too much into like the meat and potatoes, like that's kind of where we're going with this.
And the last question I have for you guys is if the podcast were to blow up tomorrow, right? Became a household name everyone knows.
Yeah.
What would you want people to say you represented?
I would say I want people to say I represented a revolutionary difference, that you've never seen a nigga from the trenches that talks like me, thinks like me, and creates the introspection that I think I create. And I think she kind of follows the same suit, where you never really seen too much girls that look like her, move like her, dress like her, that could talk like her when she's ready to talk. I feel like that's our emblem of like what we represent, you know?
What's your take on?
I would say for me, like authenticity and alignment.
Dope.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Madam, anything for the audience before we sign off?
Damn. I'm not like, we talk about a lot of shit, bro.
We talked a lot.
Words were
Trying to
exchanged.
recap all of it. Yo, know what your boundaries are.
I like that one.
Know what side of the fence you're on.
I feel like we should wrap it on
And walk through that.
Right
you
on
know?
that front. I like that one. Know your boundaries.
Yo, have a woman breathe some life into you if you're feeling lifeless.
Any final sentiments you'd like to leave with our audience?
Okay. I see where we're going with this. I'll say, character evaluate at all times, and don't ever think you found the answer to the final version of yourself.
There you go.
I would say everything in life or everything that you're going through is your fault.
Word.
Accountability. Some accountability.
That was solid.
That was beautiful. I don't know why I made him scream like that. That was beautiful. I like that one.
You heard accountability.
I'm gonna say I think niggas need to go back to singing R&B music in the rain. I ain't seen nobody sing that yet. Right?
Yeah.
With that being said, it's your boy X, RIPMX on everything social.
Castro Nero 88.
Money Mitch 54X Mitch on all platforms.
Big V, Nana Valentine on all platforms.
Karen, IOI, Karen XO.
And plug the podcasting, guys.
And then, of course, Off the Muscle Media.
Boom. And we're on Common Sense. Thanks for coming. Thanks for having it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tap that bell for at the top for notifications every time we drop. And tune in wherever you get your podcast content. We out of here. See you next week. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Nice. That was so fun.
Glad you guys.